Press 1 if you can hear me. Press 1 if you can hear me. Press 1 if you can hear me. Press 1 so we get the show on the goddamn road over. Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, cool. All right. Got one. Anybody else? What's good with everybody? We're going to pile up in here in a minute. Matter of time. I'm not able to talk to my mic, so what I'm going to do is, because I left this damn laptop unplugged, I only had 30%. So hopefully as we're going, I get up to 100, I can plug it. I'll be glad when I'll be able to get an adapter, extension, multi-port extension. Let me say that. That's what I'm gonna need for right now because I still don't have Wi-Fi for my business. So. Oh man, we're gonna get there, but we're gonna make it do what it do. For now. Once again, you fuck with me, hit the likes, you don't hit dislike. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Also, feel free. Shut the fuck up, donate to my spiritual fund, just whether you got questions or suggestions. Feel free to reach out to me at the email stolen down below. Shouts out to my birdies, they keep me posted. But, saying, look at myself as well. But we got some very interesting things that's going on with the rap. Holy, yeah. Boy, I tell you. Something told me years ago, y'all, I should have made a bet. And I knew this was going to happen. There's something I said about mine. I probably didn't say it because I didn't want to wish bad on this bitch, but, since we 8 years in and this bitch is still on the same bullshit, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and make a theory right now. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to wait, but I'm going to make a theory again as we get into the show. I'm going to make a theory as soon as we get into this show. But as you can see, the life of a bigot-ass failed YouTuber. Man, I tell you. It gets no better. It gets no better at all. It's like no matter what. It's just things just headed for the worst. This is kind of a start right here to show you. And she's posted, I got 15 days to figure out how to leave California. Oh, how? How are you going to leave California? Wow. And I have no idea where to start with that. Wow. Somebody got to help you with that. Somebody got to help you leave California. Somebody got to help you to start. I wish I had someone here to help me figure it out. Oh, my God. Oh. What's wrong with Mr. Sugar Bar? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with him? Oh, yeah, I guess you did not factor that. Oh, okay. But then, not long, she goes to state this shit right here. Let me zoom it up so we can see this. And she said, I mapped out the plan carefully. It's not that fancy. No, it's not fancy. It's not perfect. But it's what I believe will give my son a better future. Okay. Now I get that she's trying to give her son a better future, But this is the thing, Sansa Ray. You've been there 8 years, right? This goes to show you're not aware of where you at. You're not aware of your surroundings. You're not aware of nothing. You're just there. You're not making do of, you're not making the best of, nothing. You're just there. And then I kind of figured that from the start before you even got out. It's like, damn, this bitch going out there with no goddamn plan. She sit here saying all this shit. Oh, I'm in Silicon Valley. You know, if I'm being Silicon Valley, I ain't gonna have no problem finding a job. Y'all remember that? Oh, yeah. We remember that song. See, that's what the, you know what I'm saying, most of the folks over there that's, trying to help you out don't know. But we were there, son. Yeah, we were there. But somehow it's been difficult for you to find a job. And I be hearing this goddamn word she throw it around loosely. This word called career. And I wish somebody would just ask that bitch, bitch, what career? What career? Seriously, break this career down to me. Because, I'm a little game goof in science. I really am. Because my understanding, career is supposed to be something that you went to school for, or got a trade in, and that's what you do. Now, if you talking about a YouTube career, oh my God, it's say like your YouTube career, it's not paying. And I don't think you got to go to school for that. Then she goes on to say the full relocation costs about $3,000. Now we went from $20,000 all the way down to $3,000 within a week. But to simply keep a roof over our heads until the end of this month, we still need $1,500 to cover our current hotel stay. Oh my God, we need until the end of the month, include today. If your hearts lead you to give, share, or just lift us up through support and encouragement, thank you. Your kindness helps me keep going. Every bit helps. Every share matters. Every show of love is felt. Boy, that shit sounds so damn good. Boy. Wait till the real come out. This is for my son's future. Sasha Ray, this move out to Cali was supposed to be for your son's future. Let me reiterate that again. With me and my baby get out to Northern California, we're going to be living our best life. Oh, sound like we're back struggling again, Sasha Ray. That's not a best life. That is not a best life. It seems like his future is just being in hotels and motels and Holiday Inns. That's seriously, it's just what it seems like. I ain't gonna say seems, that's what it has been. So basically, everybody helped this bitch get out to Northern California just so she could be back homeless. And I'm going to have to go ahead and make my prediction right now. And you can mark my words just for this, everybody in the chat. So as she get back to where she's going, I'm gonna with y'all peep some on that too. We're gonna have to pull out our notebooks today. Because I want everybody to mark some words, on the video I'm gonna play. Oh yeah. But as soon as whatever she's supposed to be going, it's gonna be the same shit. Well, I've been trying to find a job. Nobody's not hiring. It's a recession. And me and baby Justy, we're gonna need another $1,500. You know what I'm saying? Pay for our hotel room. It's gonna be the same shit. Same tune. Same everything. Everything is gonna be the same. Ain't that gonna change. But I find it funny, Sasha Ray, that your daughter's out there making the best of everything, regardless if it would have been or if it is not would have been. But she's out there making the best of herself. But why not you? Miss I got 6 degrees. You know? Don't y'all find that strange, chat? Damo is out there making the best of herself. While mama's out there struggling. Oh, we're gonna get into that as well. Oh yeah, because we, you know, what I'm saying, some things that's really coming out, that's really showing. Oh boy, yeah, you know what I'm saying. The picture gets clearer and clearer day by day. But like I said, I don't need y'all to pull out your notepads. Like I said, you don't mark me on my words. As I just said, wherever she goes next, it's gonna be the same too, the same begging, same excuses, same everything. Right, Spark Cookie. She out here still begging, even though we have begged her to stop. Right. Oh yeah. Somebody said earlier today. She said that she has been working for the past 8 years. She has right. We gonna get into that too. We gonna get into it. That's the joke that wrote itself right there. Homeless in California. That shit was hilarious. uh, she has the nerve to say she was right. We gonna get into that too. That's another word that's been thrown around in a different kind of way. Smart cooking too. Fundraising and career. Well, I need to get some understanding because I do not want to uh, misrepresent what's going on here. But from what I see, this doesn't look like no fundraising, Sansa. And this don't seem like it's a career for you, Sansa. You know, if you already got a job, when you get your first paycheck, bitch, because we need to start garnishing to get our motherfucking our loan, our money that we lent you back. Yeah, we definitely need to start doing that. We need to start going ahead and start putting out some what they call that garnishments, wage garnishments around this motherfucker for real, you know. But let's go ahead and dip and dive into this video. Like I said, bear with me. I still don't get my Wi-Fi popping. We're rolling off my hotspot. So we're just making the best of all this right now. See here. Share screen. Okay. Righty. That popping. I'm gonna play a little of it. Make sure y'all can hear the volume as well. Yeah, there we go. All right. Let me play a little bit. Let me know if y'all can hear the volume.
I like California. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. Let me stop that. Did y'all hear that? Press one if y'all heard that. She tried bad shit about her daughter and mom today. Yeah, she always be doing that, Kara. Hey, Kara, I wanted you to hit me through the email. Yeah, I wanted to chop it up with you, like I said, behind the scenes. Like I said, you got my email right there. Scroll it down below. Right there, STFU .YT at Gmail. Welcome back, Shell. Okay. Shell in the house. Okay. We got Kyra in the house. That's what's up. So a long time chatters. Well, I say long time subscribers. Okay. Righty. Okay. Yeah, definitely hit me up. Okay, you heard of Homeless California? All right. Let's make sure the volume playing before we get it going. But we're gonna head roll it.
In like Augusta or something like that. Like I don't know, Snellville or something like that. But trying to live in Atlanta metropolitan area is not something I'm interested in at all. I love Jacksonville, Florida. Jacksonville, Florida is my favorite place. It's my favorite place. It's beautiful. I've always loved it there. I always like the pace because, I'm 45. I don't need a whole bunch of speed. Like, I don't need like Miami speed. You know what I mean? I'm at a different stage in my life where Jacksonville is like dope. I like Jacksonville. So my mom was suggesting I move there. But I just got so many things I need to factor in as far as stabilizing myself as a mom.
Okay, you say you're cooking and cleaning. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to invite the rat over and show her how to cook and clean. She gonna need some lessons. She definitely gonna need some lessons. All right, let's roll some more.
So that my son can have a stable life.
Bitch, he was supposed to have a motherfucking stable life when he got out there to Northern California. Soon as he was birthed out of your stinking ass, he was supposed to have a stable life then, Sansaray. Come on now. We all find it strange that I did predict this. I said, soon as Damo and Kathy leave, everything was going to fall the fuck off. Lo and behold, it did. Boy. But I'm going to tell y'all, go ahead and write my prediction down right now. It still said that soon as she gets to wherever she's going to, it's going to be the same thing. She needs help. She needs donations. She can't find a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell y'all, watch. It's going to be the same thing. All right, let's roll smoke.
Because it doesn't matter what state that I live in regards to the services they have for my son and his autism. If I'm still fucked up, if he can't come home to something stable too. And of course, my son getting the services that he needs is at the top of the list of my priorities. I know it may look like because I'm on social media a lot for the check.
What you mean? It might look like you're on social media a lot. You are. You post 2 to 4 times average an hour, sounds right. Out of 24 fucking hours in a day. That means you're doing a minimum of 24 posts a day. 24 posts. All the way up to 80 posts a day. Can you imagine that shit, y'all? Making anywhere from 24 to 84 posts a day? That's a lot of posting, Sasha, right? Don't give us that shit about AI. No, that ain't no goddamn AI. That's you.
For the fun, for the engagement, for the friendship building, for the whatever else I can benefit from social media. It doesn't mean that I'm lazy or I'm not thinking about the things that I'm supposed to be thinking about as a mother.
You're not. You're not. Because if you did, you would have everything mapped and planned out by now. Because you sit here just telling some ABC shit. Oh, I just need $3,000. Like I said, at first you was talking about $20,000. Now it's all the way down to goddamn $3,000 now. Now you need $3,000. You know what I'm saying? You don't know where you're going to go. That's 2. You sit here talking about you want to be out of there, you know what I'm saying, for school start. That's 3. And it's like you still don't got none of this planned out. You really don't. You're very unstable. Very. And we see it. Look at that room, y'all. Look at that room. Look at that room. Back trash. Again. Ain't been a fucking week. Back trash. Again.
I'm supposed to be setting this up for Facebook. I forgot because I gotta do Facebook at the same time. I don't know about Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I've never been to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I've been to Tampa. I've been to Miami. I've been to Naples, and I've been to Jacksonville. Hey, Drea. Outside of that, I don't know what to, I don't know. I don't know what else to try. I mean, if you guys was in my, and this is the first time I'm going to ask for suggestions. I don't like asking y'all for suggestions because y'all get weird when I ask for suggestions. Y'all suggestions be out of the ordinary sometimes. But if you was me, what would you do? Where would you go? If you
Shit, give me a goddamn job or a goddamn hustle. No. You need a job and a goddamn hustle. You need both. That's what we would do. We get us a goddamn job and save up our motherfucking chips. I forgot. You call it bread.
used to be able to afford where you currently live because you was making like $200,000 a year almost.
You making $200,000 a year? Really? Almost $200,000 a year you making, sounds right? Really? Why doesn't it look like you even made shit 50? I'm just saying, I ain't being funny. This bitch is trying to tell us that she used to make almost $200,000 a year. Women of that caliber, Sansa, they got something to show for making $200,000 a year. You know, and you was driving like the cheapest goddamn car in America, bitch. And you need to tell us you couldn't pay that motherfucker off. Come on, son. Come on, man. But I get it. You want to amp yourself up like you was really doing it that big. Oh, okay.
And the medium income for where you live right now is $220, right? And you've been living here for 8 years, so you've seen the increase. You've seen the economy do what it's doing. What would you do? You know, you ended up living in your car for a year, which is bullshit, but you did it for someone else.
It's some bullshit. Really? Well, some bullshit. Why did you do it?
And then you're in a hotel and it's expensive as fuck. And the hotel is $30.
It's expensive. If you making $200,000 a year, you're only paying $3,000 a month. That's including the electric and all. I mean, all the bills and all that shit. Utilities included. Let me say that. And you sit here saying that's expensive? Come on, Sansa. Come on, Sansa. You mean to tell me you ain't got no credit cards over there, Sansa Ray? You can't go get no loans through your bank, Sansa Ray? Come on now. What am I missing here, y'all? Seriously, what am I missing? I got to be saying something wrong. Something ain't adding up here. I mean, seriously, think about this. You making almost $200K a year. You mean tell me your credit ain't good enough to where you go get a loan? A line of credit. Come on. Come on, Sasha. Come on. When we lie, let's lie right. At least. You know. But let's roll some.
$500 a month. And it's actually cheaper now that I've been here. I tell you, I've been here for a while. It's actually a little cheaper. It's $85 a day now that I've been here for 6 months. It's cheaper now. So now it's just like today I need to get money for the room. I have $50 and I need the rest just for $85. I like to pay for the room maybe 2 or 3 days at a time, but sometimes I don't have the money. Like today I don't have it. I have $50.
Shit, every day you never have it. Every fucking day this bitch never has it. Every fucking day. You know, I don't have it. You know she only come on this motherfucker when she don't ever have it. Y'all notice that? She always come on her when she don't got her ring. I hate the laugh. Oh man. That's jacked up, Sasha Ray. You only come online and go live when you ain't got your real money. I hate to laugh, y'all. I really do, but shit. Am I the only one seeing this shit? Ain't she the only time she come on this motherfucker when she ain't never got a rent? Oh man. She is dehydrated and her uncontrolled diabetes is wrecking havoc. Yeah, she sure ain't eating right. She sure ain't eating right. She over eating all that salt. Yeah, she be eating a lot of greenery, and some cooked greenery and some drinking a lot of water. Definitely. That's why I got over here some goddamn water. Hold on, man. Press one if y'all can hear me. Press one if y'all can. Okay. Yeah, this is messed up, Sasha. You only come on here when you ain't got your rent money. Whether it's cheaper or more expensive makes no difference to you because either suckers donate, sucker donors help pay or California taxpayers foot the bill right. Exactly. But like I said, I mean, we see this all the time with her. It's like she only comes on her when she ain't got her rent. I mean, seriously. It's like goddamn Sasha, really. You just can't come on her just because, hey, I want to thank everybody for helping me along the way. You know? Right on homeless in California. Right, nothing is cheap anywhere. Yeah, anywhere. Exactly. So it's just what she gonna have to do. No matter where she goes, she gonna have to adjust. And it seems like I ain't gonna say seems like it's showing that she can't adjust out there. So that's right. No matter where you gonna go, it's gonna be the same damn story. No matter what with you, because no matter where you go, you ain't gonna try to adjust. You've been out there 8 years and ain't adjust. What happened to all that money she got through GoFundMe? She said she got 17,000. She didn't say any of that. She spent it all. Man, it never was no 17,000. She was just making this. He's over there creating hype. That's all she was doing. Creating hype. All right, let's roll some more.
That's it. And the only reason why I got $50 is because my homegirl, Edwina, sent it to me.
Your homegirl. Okay, have you ever met this homegirl, Sasha? Look at her. Her homegirl. Everybody her friend. Everybody her homegirl. Everybody her homeboy. She ain't never met these motherfuckers. Okay.
And that's it. You know what I mean? Like that's the only reason why I got it. But if you was me, and I don't like to ask y'all for suggestions because sometimes your suggestions are things that are already thought of, things I already did because this is my life. So I've been thinking about it a lot. It's all I think about. So when you're the type of person to where it's always what you're thinking about, you can come up with so many different ideas and so many different strategies. And then when you ask other people, they're saying the same strategies that you already thought of. So it's kind of like frustrating. But
I should be frustrated, It sounds like you need to, apply one of those to yourself and, try to make it happen. So it won't be frustrating.
If you was me, what would you be doing?
Go get a job. The hotel you sit at, they're hiring. They are hiring. Oh man, this bitch gonna have mess around and make you get petty again. Man, I'm gonna be real fucked up petty today. I'm about to tell the front desk dude or woman, hey, go to her room and tell her I said that's the application and they hire for night shifts. Don't make me Sansaray. I swear for God I will. Keep on coming on her begging. That's what I'm gonna do. Shit. Call that motherfucker, tell them they print out application, put that motherfucker dead on your goddamn door. Serve your ass with an application.
You would relocate to a cheaper environment. That's what y'all been telling me to do. People like, you don't listen to us. You don't listen to us. You don't listen. I'm like, it's not that I don't listen. It's just removing my son from the environment that he knows so well.
Okay, well, like I said, that hotel that you sitting in, they are hiring. Oh yeah. So go fill out an application, get up, and go downstairs and fill out an application and tell them that you're available any day of the week to be a laundry attendant.
So heartbreaking to me because he knows all of the streets, he knows the transit system.
Man, he don't know all that shit. Get the fuck up out of here, bitch. Fuck for real. All you know is motherfucking A is for Apple, nose kiss, and goddamn bacon. That's it. That's all the fuck you know. Fuck up out of here.
He knows where he is. So to dump that out of his mind and put him in a new environment to where he has to learn all those streets and the transit system there and the school system there. In California, school system is different from, let's say, if I move to Texas, their school system is different. Or
bitch, a school is a goddamn school. The fuck? Y'all heard this shit? Do y'all hear this? Oh my god. Boy. She will hate your guts even more still if you force a job on her. Shit, hey, homeless California. I'm about 2 seconds for calling their ass. Shit, for real. Like, yo, go give her ass an application. Tell her this is the people in her chat. She needs this application just so she can stop begging. Let her know y'all pay every week. Might not be every day, but every week. Oh, shit.
If I move to Florida, their school system is different and how they handle special needs kids might be different. And then he has to deal with another set of therapists and another set of,
It's what it is. It's what it is, sounds right. He have to deal with all this shit because you're not stable. Because his mama. That's why he has to deal with it. He can go through all this shit.
Another occupational therapist, another behavioral therapist, another speech therapist, another teacher, another neurologist, another, just so much, right?
Okay, and that's life.
It's just like putting that on my son. It just hurts me. So it was the last thing I was trying to do. I was like, I can stay in California and just live somewhere cheaper.
Oh, you can't stay in California then. Wow. This bitch 17 years in Atlanta ain't shit. Didn't make shit of herself. 8 years in California, still to make shit of herself. My God. Sounds great. It seems like no matter where you're gonna go, you ain't gonna be shit. Come on now. Let's face it, y'all. This bitch would go to Mississippi. She can go to the backwoods of Mississippi. She still ain't gonna make shit of herself.
But right now, this is the goal.
Oh my God. Here goes the goal. Another goal. Another goddamn goal. We always got these goals. Come on now. Why we got these goals? You know what I'm saying? It seems like these goals ain't being, turning out right. They're not being implemented. Something ain't right with these goals. Look, let's hear the goal now.
When I finally got to the point to where I was like, okay, I'm just definitely going to relocate. It was like, how much is it going to cost me to relocate and pay for this room at the same time? With me working, with me selling products and services, with me doing everything humanly possible, including asking for donations, everything. How much would it be? I calculated how much it would be to take maybe an Amtrak somewhere.
Okay, how much the Amtrak sounds right?
Versus a Greyhound bus versus a flight. And I can't do a flight. And the reason why I can't do a flight is because I don't think my son is prepared to be on an airplane yet. So I'm going to keep it on the ground. So it was like, I need a train ticket or bus ticket or I need to drive, right? So factoring in all of those things, whichever one I choose, what ended up happening was it was like, okay, this is going to cost me at least 2,200. Okay, even if I was to get a rental, because let's say for instance I decide to drive back to the East Coast, maybe if I go to Maryland, okay, and that's originally where I'm from. If I decide to drive across the country, like I was talking about, remember in the last live stream I was talking about, that was my mother's suggestion because my mother has always wanted to get an RV and drive across the country, and so she was going to fly here and we drive across together. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, well, if I drive 8 hours a day, right? Let's say I drive back to Maryland from here. If I drive 8 hours a day, it'll take me 6 to 7 days to get to the East Coast, right? And how much would that cost me with a rental? And so at the end of the day, if I'm factoring in hotel stays, food, everything for that 7 days, it would be $2,500 to $3,000, right? So when I'm saying, I'm trying to raise $3,000, is so that wherever I decide to move, even if I decide to not drive all the way over there, and maybe I get a plane ticket or a Amtrak ticket or Greyhound ticket or whatever the case is that I decide to do, or wherever I decide to go, $3,000 would be enough money, and that's the cap. That's where it stops at. I'm not trying to spend $7,000 like initially, because initially when I was
Oh
calculating,
shit. you roll for love with Lola, but you're right. She's Lola said, head to Canada, Alaska, don't come here. Oh shit. Oh man. Lola like fuck that shit, bitch. Oh no. Be a motherfucker, you catfish with my cousins and shit. See your ass at the out there barbecue. Oh man. Air track costs nothing for hobos like you. Just hop on freight trains. She wants an RV so that she can roam around. Exactly. That's all she want to do. She trying to make a vacation out of this. Oh, but you might as well go ahead and shit, just live in the goddamn RV campus, Sansa Ray. Yeah, that'll work for you, Sansa Ray. Seriously. What's the name of little one? What's that sister name, y'all? Uh damn, what's her name? She y'all know I'm talking about, the crazy chick. Somebody help me out. I can't think of her name right now. She did that when she first came on YouTube. Everybody liked it. And they donated. I mean, she kept it 100 though. Donated. Shit, she went and bought her RV. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Who was? What's her name? Damn. Nah, not Angela. Uh, damn. What's her name? National Palooza. No. What's the chick they? She got her own platform, a big platform. She bought a RV off of donations. And she basically lived out of it, did lives on it and everything. Lotus, what's the name of that chick? Yeah, Tanya TKO. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Tanya TKO. Yeah, yeah. Why y'all think she big as she is? I remember when she first started. Yeah, I remember she had a camera, showed everybody like, hey, thanks. And she only she showed everybody what she paid for. I think she only paid like about 50,000, somewhere like that. She ain't paid that much for it. Yeah, she was homeless and all everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy as a motherfucker though. Yeah, it's crazy as a motherfucker. But yeah, uh, said she handicapped. Nah, she ain't handicapped. Yeah, she just one of those kind of missing a few screws, but she know how to speak logic. You know what I'm saying? you can have a good conversation with her, but talking to her, you can kind of tell that it ain't all the way there with her. But she cool though. I ain't got nothing, wrong to say about it. She always trying to teach something too. Right? Yeah, yeah. But at least she let you grab the mic. She don't be trying to over talk you or downplay you like the rat. Rat want to downplay you like she swatted you. That girl had a place, but she was running from something. Oh, I heard about that, but I don't know how true it is. But I digress. Let's go ahead and roll some more.
In these relocation costs, it was $7,000 because I was factoring in where I was going to live, the deposit, first month rent, last month rent. I said maybe I need to do this one step at a time.
Yeah. It's more logical, Sansaray. You need to do one step at a time because you don't have good credit, you don't have a car. Do one step at a time. Just like somewhat you did. All the handouts you had when you got to California. Do just like that. Just sit back and wait.
Maybe I need to go to wherever I'm going, go into another extended stay where I'm at, where it's cheaper. Okay, because the only reason why this is driving me up the wall is because this extended stay is expensive. If I go,
well, Sansaray, since you sit here and say the medium income, this and that and this, tell you the truth, the $85 that you pay a night is basically kind of average nationwide for I would say for a BC property that you're in the C property now. So, I mean, no matter where you go, their rate is still going to be the same. That goes to show you that you didn't really do your due diligence on whatever city you're trying to go to, because the student stay rate is not going to go to no $49 a night. No. Maybe Mary's Inn will, but the student stay America, no, it's not. That's about the average rate. You know what I'm saying? And you got it for $85, sounds rated. That's pretty much a good deal, sounds rated. No lie.
to another state that's cheaper, the extended stay will be cheaper there. So I was like, how about I do it in pieces. I don't try to do everything at one time, which is try to find a place to live, try to find another job, try to find, what I'm saying, all at once like that, and just do it in pieces, to where the first thing I need to just do is relocate. And it'll put me back in another hotel, but the hotel will be cheaper. You understand what I'm saying? So if I'm paying $85 a month, $85 a day here, and it's cheaper because I've been here for 6 months. If I go to another,
no matter where you go, it's gonna be close to $100 per night. That's even on the slow night. I'm trying to tell y'all, these rates are. I mean, your average standard rate is just about the same now. She go back in the woods to shit. I'm trying to think of a goddamn small city name, Tulsa, Oklahoma or something. You know what I'm saying? And she might get a room rate for like $80 a night. You know what I'm saying? But it's possibly that by the corporate home, it still could run you $100 a night, no matter where it's at. Now, like I said, if she goes to like Mary's Nights Inn or something, yeah, you get you like a $55, $65 a night room. Yeah, I mean it's about $20, $30 cheaper. That's about it, but definitely for sure. You come out of $50, she's gonna be coming out of $50 or more per day, no matter what. You gotta remember all this is utilities included. So she's sitting here trying to talk like she's been everywhere and she did her due diligence. She hasn't. She hasn't at all.
State where it's cheaper, the room might be maybe $65 initially, okay, a night. I'm just throwing something out there. It could even be just 85. It will not be how it was $150 here.
What, you can't hear me? Yeah, I don't have my mic hooked up, so that's why you can't hear me real good. I sound lower, and the fan is taken away from my voice. No, that's the fan took away from my voice. The fan is taking away my voice. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
At first, because this is California. It's one of the most expensive places to live, even if you're living in an extended stay. So I was like, if I go to a place where the cost of living is cheaper, the extended stay will be cheaper. So let me just do this one step at a time and get to the city first, and then try to find another job, and then try to find a place to live. You feel what I'm saying? Because trying to do all of that here is prolonging this experience. It's costing me more money. It's frustrating the fuck out of me. I just don't see another way to do this. And I wanted to leave like before August came here because August is when school starts in another wherever I'm at. And I was like, I want to start my son in school. Hold on, let me get this bacon. Fix some bacon for my son.
Oh yeah. And what I was gonna say, yeah, you're right. It did go cheaper for, but once again, she can't afford $85 a night. Well, per day. Let me say that. Yep, make it again, Lola. Yep. All she eats is sodium filled junk. Right. Her blood pressure
Right.
is probably through the roof.
So this is hard with he about to wake up with me.
Now look at her, y'all. Look at her. This wrong you eat.
All right.
Look at her. I bet you everything is. I bet you all them items.
All right.
Hold on, let me pause this shit. I bet you all that shit got grease marks on this shit. Bet you grease marks on the table, grease marks on the remote control, grease marks all over the keyboard. I told you, this is old trifling ass bitch, boy.
Charlotte. I was thinking about Charlotte. Definitely thinking about Charlotte. I do not have a car. They repossessed my car. And a week before Christmas. I know you guys are suggesting. No, I don't have a lot of family. Well, I have a lot of family on the East Coast. That's why the goal is to try to go to the East Coast. Everyone's saying Texas. There's someone there that wants me to come to Texas and be with him. And I've thought about it. I've thought about it. But
Oh my God. Who the fuck is inviting this bitch down to Texas? And they gonna regret it. They seriously are.
I would still be alone in Texas. The biggest issue that I have isn't just money, it's I'm by myself.
You know, I thought about something today, y'all. I really did. I'm about to pause this off for a bit. I wish I need to hook up my microphone. Let me see where I'm at on my power. I want to make sure I have my goddamn self. This shit. Hold on. 75%. Damn, I wish this motherfucker charge fast. Hold on. I'm finna make this shit happen. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. I want everybody to hear me clearly on this shit. I just unhook it for the time being. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, press 1 if you can hear me. Press 1 if you can hear me. I'm sitting here talking the goddamn thing muted. Press 1 if you can hear me. I just hooked my mic up. I just thought about this shit today. I don't know why it came to mind. I know why it came to mind, but it just crossed on my mind. Seriously. Do y'all notice or have y'all noticed what a lot of these let's go ahead and say content creators, big or small, don't matter, but a lot of the small. You know, all these motherfuckers just to seem kind of fucking bummish. Or is it me? I ain't saying every last one of them, but it's a quite for these motherfuckers, man. Seriously. And it just strolled through my mind and made me think like, God damn. You know? Excuse me. Seriously, it's all the bigger ones, yes. Yeah. Seriously, I mean, it just came to my mind like, God damn. You know, I get times of fucking hard, but boy, I mean, I know every case is different, but for me, it's the audacity of these motherfuckers to come on this motherfucker like they really got it going on, or they really knowledgeable of this, or they really doing that. But all these motherfuckers have been in fucked up positions, or still in fucked up positions. Let me say that because I haven't, been looking at a lot of them. To tell you the truth. Too lazy, too big, on the street like a real street bum, right? Seem like the internet has became the fucking, I mean, Cash App is the new digital e-cup. GoFundMe is the new life insurance. Y'all gotta forgive me for laughing, but shit. It really hit me, man. It's like, you don't think about it, and it's just all just rush, because in the back we was talking about a few content creators, and it's like, damn, man, what that motherfucker homeless? It's seriously. I'm not down in a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just down in a few that I know that was sitting here talking like they was shit. That's the ones I'm talking about. Like this bitch right here. E-bums and e-beggars. YouTube for some. It's the new street corner. Yeah, hey, shit, it seemed like, fuck. Damn. I don't know. I guess the era of chatting I come from, it was more small town and big city people, and there's been some proven cases of, God damn. Seem like this shit didn't grow the you know what I'm saying? It's like I told y'all here, man. You got homeless motherfuckers walking around here with purebred fucking dogs. I never seen nothing like this in my fucking life. If you're a bum, where I come from, you ain't got shit. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? You probably got a 40 ounce in your hand, just about all. But these motherfuckers out here got full bred dogs. While motherfucker in a big ass house, you know what I'm saying, gated community, they got a motherfucking mixed mud. But some of them got some purebred dogs, but they actually got somewhere to keep the motherfucking dog. These motherfuckers, no, nowhere. Just like this bitch. And it's like, what the fuck? Seriously, I just can't get it. It's just too much for me to, you know what I'm saying, kind of take in. It's like, just to like a new wave just hit me or something, But, I digress,
I'm just gonna get back to the regular, you know what I'm saying, program. I just thought I'd just get that out of my mind how I was there. All right, let's roll some more.
And as long as I'm by myself, with none of my friends, my family nowhere near me.
What friends? What these motherfuckers at?
Like I tell people all the time, my mother lives in Maryland, my sister lives in Florida, I have a cousin who lives in Atlanta, I have all of my friends are in Atlanta, all my former coworkers and colleagues are in Atlanta.
Where are these motherfuckers at? They need to come and help your ass move. Come on now. You keep saying your friends, your former co-workers and colleagues. You got all these co-workers and colleagues and friends, bitch. I guarantee you, if you put all their ass together, you can motherfucking raise their goal. Their new goal, you got a $3,000, Sansa Ray. Come on now. Come on. Why you always running to the fucking internet? Like we your fucking friends.
I have more of a village on the East Coast than anywhere. So even if
if you got a village on the East Coast, bitch, go there. Lola, I don't know where you at, but hey, just cross your fingers, hope the rat don't become your neighbor. She said she got a village, so bitch, if you got a village out on the East Coast, go there.
I was to move to, like people say, move to Texas, there's no village there. It'll be cheaper to live, but
bitch, you didn't have a village out in California. Somehow, some way, you done been out there bumming and scumming all this goddamn time. I'm pretty sure you go down elsewhere and bum and scum just like you've been doing out there.
I'll still be alone, and being alone is what's causing. It's creating a ripple effect to where working is hard and maneuvering is hard and taking care of my son is hard. Plus Sugar Bear on the East Coast. If I want to be closer to Sugar Bear, you know, I can be over there with him, and he's been a great help to me. He's my friend. He's been my friend for a long time. My son doesn't have a father.
Oh, okay. Now your son don't got a father. Okay.
I tell you guys all of the time, and I'm going to say this, and I say this all of the time. When you see a single mother talking about raising her children alone, please do not let the first question you ask be, where's the father?
Bitch, where's the fucking father, ho? Fuck that. You sitting here asking strangers for fucking money. Why the fuck they can't?
The answer is absent. Do not ask that. Okay? Don't do it. It's rude. It's inconsiderate. It's just terrible.
Okay, so it's sisters rude and terrible and inconsiderate. Well, bitch, why has mama don't got a goddamn job? Is that rude, inconsiderate?
Not ask single mothers where the fathers of their children are. The answer is absent. If you see us struggling, most times, if we are saying we need help, do not ask us where the father of our children is, because the
bitch, how you gonna speak for every other motherfucking woman? Who is this bitch think she is? Was she the motherfucking union president for the goddamn single moms or something? All the single moms in the house, Sans Ray is claiming to be the union president for y'all. He over there check that bitch. Like, look, bitch, my shit ain't fucked up like yours, so don't put me in
it. Answer is absent. When you ask us, it just makes us feel like you're just trying to be nosy at this point, or you're just trying to be hurtful, or you're just trying to be, you don't know what I'm saying?
No. Fuck how you feel. Bitch, you coming over here, ask me to reach my pockets. How the fuck you think I feel? I gotta sit here and support this motherfucker ain't shit bitch. Come on now. Who don't want to work? How you think I feel? Ain't this a bitch?
If my child's father was available and involved in his life, this wouldn't even be happening.
How you know? I think it still be happening, Sanspray. You want to know why I say that? Because you're the same bitch when the child's father was kicking in full time. As a matter of fact, he's kicking in right now. The fuck you talking about? Look at this bitch. And it's still happening. Well, where's your share, Sansaray? Just got his part. Where's your part, Sansaray?
Because I would have a teammate. I would have.
Oh no. Okay, that's what you worried about. Oh, okay. Well, it seems like nobody want to play on your goddamn team, Sansaray. You know, they ain't played all this goddamn time, so I don't think it's no time soon you're gonna be going to the NBA or the motherfucking wedding day, as you could say, as you would say. So that's not gonna be happening, Sansaray. It's not. Bitch, you can't even make it to the goddamn playoffs.
Someone who would be effectively co-parenting. My daughter is 25.
Now look at it. We didn't ask shit about your goddamn daughter, bitch. They just asked you about where's the father of the son. That's it. You do this shit every fucking time. They ask you about where his daddy at. Here it is. You want to talk about your daughter or father too. They didn't ask you that, Sansaray.
She has an amazing father.
And an ain't shit ass mama. Ain't that something? Amazing father with an ain't shit mother. God damn.
He even offered to take care of my son when my son was first born.
Oh shit, why you can give him to him?
But I feel like that's not his responsibility.
Oh, okay. So it's your responsibility, as you know. So that means you need to motherfucker up your game, sis.
Okay. And he, he can go live his life and go start a family and get married, and he's a good person. And he deserves to do whatever he wants to do with his life instead of raising another child that's not his. Okay. Now, do I want my son to have an amazing stepfather? Yes. Will that man most likely be a father already? Yes. Okay. Do I feel like let me not say that. Let me just say, when men make the decision to not be there for their children, right? When men make this decision, you just got to let them live with whatever karma comes to them after that. Okay? Let me just put it like that instead of saying something ridiculous. Vicky, I see you on Facebook. I was just in your situation, having 3 kids and being pregnant, homeless, and all the programs are filled to capacity during the winter time. Most of the programs are at very, very, very difficult to get in. I don't care if it's a relocation program, a disability program, a food stamp program, any program that's government issued, nonprofit, whatever the case is, it is extremely difficult to get into these programs. You have to be evaluated. It takes time. It is a lot of work, and people think it's so easy because you're a single mother. It's so many different resources. They're hard to get, and a lot of times the waiting list for that shit is forever. So anyway, for everyone, I need to pay for our hotel room today. If you can help me, please do. But please leave your negative comments and stuff to yourself if you don't want to help, because it's not conducive, it's not helping the situation for you to be judgmental towards me. I just need help. I need help paying for my room today. My room is, I think I have $50. Like I said, I think right now I have $50. I want to pay for the room in a couple of days in a row, but I can't. So I know most people, well, I'm not even gonna say most people. I know a lot of people are having some issues financially. I get it. I'm having issues financially. I'm not telling you to give me your last. I'm saying to people who do have the means to help if you can. I got 2 hours to come up with another $50. So we'll see how it goes. I raise funds every day. I ask for help every day because I don't want to be here anymore. I need to get out of here. I'm not happy here. I don't want to be here anymore. I lived here for 8 years. It was an experience. It's time for me to move, and I cannot do this by myself. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to act like I'm like some superwoman or some woman who, I don't know, has it all together. You know, how y'all be pretending and shit on social media. That's not me. I'm not those women. I have worked my ass off for so many years. And right now I'm like mentally exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. I just need to leave here because the money that I do make can stretch much further if I was somewhere cheaper. So I'm trying to just get out of here, and I'm clawing my way out. And I know people are going to judge me for it, but if you was drowning, you would be doing the same thing. All right. I'm trying to get my social media checks up to be higher. When I started talking about autism more, my viewership decreased. And it wasn't like during Autism Awareness Month, right? I started doing videos like dance videos with my son, and those videos helped more people donate to me, right? And I made a lot of money off of videos. So April was a decent month for me. And then May got a little, but it only does it when I get depressed. I notice when I get depressed, it reflects inside of my content. Like I'll stop posting altogether, or I'll be quiet. I won't be responding to people as much, or I'll let AI respond to me. And then the punishment will be my check will be like $300. And the biggest check I've gotten from Facebook is maybe $3,000. And with YouTube, it's been, I think, 7,000. I'm not sure. YouTube, I've been on YouTube for such a long time, but right now I'm trying to really just do a lot of A/B testing and stuff like that, and just trying to see what actually works on the channel that brings in money. And the issue is that a lot of the stuff that brings in money isn't the same as views. When you get views on social media, yeah, that sounds all randy dandy, right? But it doesn't always bring in the money that you expect. It's contingent on that content. So if I wanted to sell products and services, I would have to do more content about my products and services to get them sold, because those products and services selling is what generally where money is. I will make more money selling products and services than I would just posting content and waiting for the app to pay me. You understand what I'm saying? Like the app's money is chump change in comparison to how much money I make when I sell products and services. So then this goes back to what product and service can I sell? Now, everybody knows I do creative design work, of course. So everyone, I know basically hires me for graphic design work, apps, websites, video editing, social media management, anything, right? Anything that got to do with the internet that they don't know shit about, they basically just hit me up, okay? Because I've just always been that person for everybody around me. I'm the IT geek girl, okay? So I basically fix anybody's computer, fix anybody's phone, that's just how it's always been. So people that have known me for years, they're starting to use me as a client more because I'm telling people I need more clients in order to be able to claw my way out of this. I need more help so I can get out of here. So that's one thing I do. Then all of the books I have 8 books, right? And so people are like, if you got 8 books out, how come you aren't making decent money off of those books? Well, let's talk about that. When I don't promote my books, you guys, or there's no audience for them. You don't see them. You don't know that they're there. You could have 800 books. If no one knows that your book is there, you're not promoting it, they're not going to buy it.
So why write a fucking book then? Why even write a book if you're not promoting the songs, right? Doesn't sound smart. That's like making a goddamn mixtape you ain't promoting it.
Okay. Because a lot of my books were about financial wellness, right? I stopped
Boy, she got an excuse for everything.
promoting the books because of my situation. I didn't want to come off as like a hypocritical person.
Bitch, you are. You're very hypocritical.
While I'm sitting here financially like destroyed while also selling financial wellness books. It didn't make any sense.
It makes some sense, bitch. Shit. You need to go out and hustle.
Now, do I still believe in all of the methods that I was teaching before? Yeah.
What method? Bitch, you were all 8 books and look where the fuck you at. You in the stay hotel, bitch. The books ain't selling. The books ain't about shit. What's something gonna ring in your head and tell you that, hey, this shit ain't working?
But my biggest issue wasn't money management at all. It
Oh, okay. It wasn't money management. Oh, you didn't have no money to manage. First off,
was managing my emotions, managing my family, not putting.
Bitch, you can't even manage yourself. How you gonna manage your family? You can't cook. You don't clean. You don't wash your ass. So how the fuck you gonna manage somebody else? Can you imagine this bitch managing anything, y'all?
Other people ahead of me and what I need and what my son needs. It didn't even have anything to do with how well I was managing my money. But when you try to explain that to the public, it's a lot of you just don't. That's hard to explain. It's hard to be like, okay, yeah, I'm like struggling, but I need you to buy my financial wellness book so I can get out of this. Like, you just can't do that. You know what I mean? So it's almost like the 8 books I already wrote don't even matter. So it's just like, okay, now what kind of book can I write that matches my situation, right? That I can sell. Give me some suggestions. Suggest that. What kind of you guys love giving me suggestions? Okay. What suggestion would you give me?
Get a fucking job, bitch. Get a fucking job.
What kind of book could I write next?
You don't need to write no books. Write an application
that would sell. Because people got all this content that they're watching, they're all over the place. And we're talking about it would have to match avid book readers, because avid book readers are the only ones that's going to buy a book. Let me also remind people one more time, no negativity. I block you with no explanation. Okay? You've already, let me just remind people. Let me remind you. Right, because if supporting me isn't for you, right? I kindly ask that you scroll on by. Please don't ask personal questions or leave judgmental comments. This season has already been heavy for me, and I'm focused on keeping my peace and doing what's best for my son. Any comments that feel harmful or dismissive will quietly be blocked. No drama, just boundaries. You know what I'm saying? To those who show me love and encouragement, or even just shared my post, thank you very much. You're part of something bigger than you know. I'm not going to keep putting my attention towards a bunch of negativity, because that negativity ain't getting me nowhere. That's why I'm blocking it. I just want y'all to just know that. All right. Black men have never been looked at as the kings of this world. This USA has done with us. Black men still have to be the best we can, but the woman been and have help, so I pray. No, we don't have help. Someone lied to you, Isaac. Isaac says, I love my black sisters, but black men have been looked at the kings of the world. This USA has done work for us, and black men still have to be the best we can, but the women been and have help. So I pray you be. That comment, it just needs to be rewritten and explained a little better, because I don't know what in the what you're saying. What in the what? Okay, Mr. Richardson. Is that because I can't see you? Are you a woman? Because I can't see your picture, like kind
All
of.
right.
That's why I can't see.
That's for some of this shit.
Notice this is just the pattern of me asking for donations since January. Okay. What I notice about people who just willingly donate, number one, they're usually just kind-hearted people in general. They're just the type of people that donate. Okay, they're just the type of, like, I'm just me. I'm the type of person that just donate. Like, you don't really have to do a lot of convincing to get me to get you some money. You know what I mean? Like, all you got to do is be like, I ain't eat today. I'm like, what? You know, that's the same person I am. Or, my son needs, I don't know, some shoes, or my baby needs breast milk, or like, it's plenty of times mothers have hit me up and been in the street and just asked me to cash out them. And I just flat out cash out the money because I knew something was going on with them. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to.
Sounds right. I don't buy none of this shit right here you saying. None whatsoever. Because knowing you'll be on defense every time. You'll sit here and ask questions every fucking time. But you sit here trying to make it like, oh, I just up and donate to everybody. Ain't this something, y'all? She's making herself seem like she just this nice-hearted person that just do anything and everything for everybody. Oh boy.
But what I noticed with the pattern of donors that I do have, because sometimes I have repeated donors, sometimes I have people who just keep sending until I get out of this. Right? That's their goal. They're going to send it until I'm no longer here. Okay. They've already made up in their mind, regardless to what I say, that they're going to help me. That's the pattern. They just do it because they want to and they can. Not, oh, if she tells us where such and such is happening, then maybe I'll donate. No, those people aren't genuinely altruistic people if they need to be coerced into donating to me. Like, I don't do like this dog and pony show to get you guys to donate. I just tell the story.
Yeah, you tell that story every day to go on your favor. Right, God bless. That's how you know it's bullshit. That shit ain't even make no goddamn sense. It sounded good, but it doesn't make no goddamn sense.
Tell my experience, be as transparent as possible, be as honest as possible. But some stuff is just private. So where I'm parking it, I'm not going to tell anybody, at least not at first, because I need a little bit more stability and cushion before I just go around and start telling people what city I live in. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I got to figure that out. But like I said at the beginning of the live stream, regardless to where I'm going, the relocation fees are the same, right? It's just no different. And after calculating it, I realized, oh, okay, it's going, wherever I go, it's going to cost me X amount of dollars, whether I get a plane ticket, a bus ticket, a train ticket, whatever it is, it's going to cost me X amount of dollars to get out of this hotel, because we're doing things as steps right now. So the step is just to get me out of it and into a place.
Oh, the step is just to get her out of it. Oh, okay. But in a minute, I'm gonna need y'all to take out your notepads. Just it's coming. It's coming.
Into a city. So anyway, that's what that's what I focus on. But most people donate to me because of how kind I am, how honest I am, how transparent I am. The only time I have issues with people with this donation thing is people who came here to be messy and ugly. That's why I said I'm just going to start blocking people, because And I always say this because I hate blocking people. I think people know this. I don't like blocking people. It's like I hate it because I want people to come into my space and speak freely. But the problem is, it's a lot of being too nosy, too much, too messy, condescending, too rude. Like a lot of people don't know how to communicate. You know what I mean? Here's another.
Okay. Now, yeah, I'll check this out right here. Hold on, make sure I can see some of it or all of it at least. Peep game now. Hold on. Make sure y'all can see this. They asked a good logical question. Hold on. Did I take that down? I'm gonna read what they said to her. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm lagging a little bit over here, so y'all bear with me. Damn. Hold on. Okay, I guess y'all can't see it. All right. So basically, this person asked her, "What are your plans after you move? If you raise the money to move, how will you keep your new place with no job? You will end up in the same situation, Sansa Ray." Hey, that's a good logical question. But listen to what she got to say, how she feel about that question that this person just asked.
False narrative. This guy says, what are your plans after you move? If you raise the money to move, how will you keep your new place with no job? You will end up in the same situation. Here's the problem. I have a job.
Oh, okay. So since you got a job, Sansa Ray, why don't you save your money that you work for so you can move your own ass? That sounds more logical. But you see how she said, "Oh, I have a job." No, you ain't got no damn job. Just listen.
Like how many times I guess?
Right. That lie laugh. You ain't got no goddamn job.
I have a job. Why do people think I don't work? Listen,
Because you don't.
I've had the same job for 6 years.
Oh, now you got the same job for 6 years. But early in the year, you was trying to look for a job. Oh, okay.
I've been contracting for 6 years.
Oh, you contracted for 6 years.
Right? And the goal, just so people can know, I'll probably keep my contract because I can somewhat do that work. The flexibility with that work is sometimes like easy to maneuver around. So that contract I can keep and do other jobs. Right. So that's the good thing about this contract that I've been on for 6 years.
So basically with the contract job is what she's saying, waiting on $35 that she charges that lady, probably less now, just to make flyers. With a flyer, that's a job. Oh, okay.
So the goal is to move to the new city, right? And look for a job once I'm there. What's causing a roadblock right
now? Move to the new city. Now, what I tell y'all, my theory is she gonna get to this new city. Oh, I didn't went to so many job interviews, y'all, and I still ain't got hired. Yeah, I tell you, I didn't fit off all that. I didn't did all that. But if y'all donate, until I get my check on the 22nd from YouTube, me and Justy will feel better. Watch.
right now when I'm looking at other cities for jobs. They want to schedule an interview, and if they schedule that interview, I'm supposed to start immediately. But the biggest problem.
What you mean you're supposed to start immediately? That don't mean you're gonna start. That don't mean you're gonna start. And if you was to start immediately, what's wrong with that? Shit, you ain't doing shit else.
Problem I'll have is the money to get there.
Oh, well, maybe you need to start put some things in motion, Sansaray, that's going to benefit you and your son's future. And since you already got a job, that's the money that you can use to get there. Don't that sound logical, y'all? I'm just saying, Sansaray. You know, use your head sometimes, Sansaray. That's all you got to do. Just use your head. Because what this brother just asked you right here was a good, valid question.
How am I going to get there to get to an interview? Okay, let's say they do the interview virtually. Okay, let's say I get the job. Let's say I do the interview Thursday, right? I do the job interview, the virtual interview. I get the job. I got to be there by Monday. So you mean to tell me I got between Thursday and damn Saturday or Sunday to figure out how to move to an entirely different state?
Yep. Why not? You say you're trying to get it out of there before motherfucking August. There you go.
You see how it's like too much to be carrying at once. So it was like, okay, I got to do one thing at a time. I got to move first. Then when I get there, then start looking for more jobs again. You know what I
mean? Yeah, start looking for more jobs again. Then come online and tell everybody how nobody's hiring you and start begging again. Watch, that's what's going to happen. Watch.
I mean, getting me to work is not the hard part. I've overworked myself for years at a time. That's not the difficult part in this. The difficult part is almost like logistic. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, it's logistic. Hold on, bacon time.
Hold on, y'all. Let me fast forward this shit. Hold on, bear with me.
Reason I don't feel comfortable asking the internet for money.
I can't tell. Well, we can't tell. Seem like you got no problem of making the internet an option to come big for money every time for everything.
You're saying that, Mr. Richardson? You're saying you don't feel comfortable with asking the internet for money. Okay, so for me, right? I don't feel comfortable asking the internet for money. If there's never a level of comfort.
We can't tell. You come every time. When you can't get your rent paid, this is where you come.
Does it? I can make it look like it's easy, but it's very difficult being the kind of woman I've been most of my life. I'm a very...
You still was begging then?
For the most of my life, I've been very successful.
When? Where? Boy, I tell you.
I've been very interdependent.
When? Where?
The only person I've really ever depended on is probably my mom, my daughter, maybe someone that I'm dating. And anytime I've done like volunteer work or I work for nonprofit organizations, I felt comfortable getting on social media asking for donations. There have been times where, like when my mother had cancer, I asked for donations, right? When I first moved to California and I was pregnant with my son, I asked for donations, right? In the history of me asking for donations, I mean, from the very first time I asked for donations, there was never a level of comfort there. It's not a comfortable position.
Sansaray, we can't tell. That's what you're known for, is begging. Look at this bitch.
Regardless to what you're asking for. And the reason why, and I'm just speaking for me, I don't know about other people, but for me.
Yeah, speak for yourself. History of Sansaray being on the internet has been begging and scamming. That's all it has ever been.
Specifically. The reason why it's extremely uncomfortable is because of the negative responses, not the good people, not the people who are like, oh, I would love to help the helpful people, the people that do volunteer work or who are naturally altruistic people or who have more than enough. They've never had to, it's never been programmed in their mind that others don't deserve help or that other people are beneath them and things like that. Those people are easy to deal with. there are other people in this world that feel like because I'm in a bad situation.
No. Let's start with the bullshit. Those people who has a fucking brain on their fucking shoulder, sounds right. That's why. Those are people who know your bullshit. Those are the people that know your track record. That's why you calling them out like this. Because you know they know your game. It has always been like this with you. Every time. It never fails. And once again, everybody mark my words. She's going to be begging soon, wherever she gets to, you know what I'm saying? Wherever she's going to. But like I said, I want y'all to get out your notebooks. Because I want y'all to peep game on something.
This is a perfect time for them to kick me while I'm down, because
well, in that case, bitch, you always down.
A lot of people need to step on someone else to feel better about themselves. So I try not to be judgmental of those people who judge me, but I can promise you there is never a level of comfort asking other people for money.
Well, Science Ray, why do you always continue to do it then? Ask yourself that.
Because a lot of people who have this poverty mindset are the first people to be loud and wrong in your chat and comments.
This bitch just had the nerves to say that we have a poverty mindset when this bitch is over there living in poverty. I ain't got to say, let that sink in. I ain't got to say, look at the fucking screen. It's like, really, bitch? We got a poverty mindset, but she's over there living and looking like she right this a lot. This a lot. Like, huh? Like, damn, bitch. We looking at poverty right now. Boy, I tell you. But she just trying to flip the script on us. That's all she's trying to do. She's just trying to, really feel better about herself and hopefully get somebody there that, you know what I'm saying, that'll, back her up with a bullshit. That's all it is. Boy, I tell you. All right, let's roll some more.
When I noticed the difference as I was teaching like financial wellness, I noticed the difference between people who had this poverty mindset versus people who had a wealth mindset. People who have a wealth mindset.
So I'm assuming you had a wealth mindset, right? That's what she's saying. She had a wealth mindset. Okay, let's listen to this shit.
Outside of whether they have enough money or not, never hold their money like this. They don't hold on it so tight, right? Like they don't hoard it because they understand the concept of money flowing. They understand the energy associated with abundance and growing and wealth.
Bitch, what are you talking about? The most wealthiest people are the most motherfucking cheap motherfuckers, Sasha Ray. What are you talking about?
Gotta let it grow. That means you gotta have your hands like this all the time. Even when you have money, when you put the money in your hand, you have to have your hand open like this. You can't clutch it. Because when you clutch it, it's not flowing. It doesn't flow out because money comes in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out for everyone, whether you're wealthy, whether you're in poverty, whatever the case is in and out, in and out. It never just sits still. So when you have...
Well, Science Ray, the problem with you, bitch, you don't have no money to motherfucking even touch, grab, hold, put to the side, loan, give, borrow, nothing. That's your problem. So I don't even know why you're explaining this bullshit to us.
Money and you never want to give it, or you never want to invest, or you never want to do those things. Usually it's extremely difficult for you to grow financially yourself. And the majority of the world, I ain't gonna say world, I'm gonna say United States. Majority of the people in the United States who have a poverty mindset, because a lot of them don't know about financial literacy and they've lived in scarcity so much with the scarcity mindset that giving to someone else is just unheard of. You know what I mean?
Oh, so now you're trying to guilt trip the motherfuckers who don't give to you. Okay. But you keep saying this poverty mindset, bitch. So basically, she's saying that we have a property mindset since we don't donate to her. Basically, that's what I'm taking from this. I don't know how y'all taking it. Y'all can feel free to, in the comment section, let me know, is this what the same thing y'all getting from this shit? Since we don't donate to her, we have a poverty mindset. Oh, okay. But I thought that this bitch that I'm looking at on the screen right here with this junk ass motherfucking room, you know what I'm saying, in a motherfucking extended stay, that's in the poverty and sitting here saying it's okay. But that's not a poverty mindset. You let her tell it. That's not a poverty mindset. Okay.
And plus, so many people who want something are so afraid and uncomfortable with asking for it because of how uncomfortable you make them feel when they ask for it. They just scam you. They trick you into giving it to them. They don't tell you why they want it. They don't tell you the real thing that's happening to them.
Yeah, like you. Yeah. You sit here and tell us you got it all mapped up, but you ain't broke shit now. You just sit here and just told us anything. Oh, no matter what I take, the airplane, the train, the bus, it's all going to be the same. We know goddamn well it's not. But you sit there trying to tell us that. That shit don't even sound right, Sasha. It sounds like you're trying to scam us. Again.
They lie about it. They con you.
Yeah, like you.
They make you feel like you're getting something in return.
Shit. We know we ain't going to see shit in return with your ass.
They make you feel like, you know what I mean? You're supposed, like, just recently, this single mom of 4 was conned out of $67,000 by a fortune teller, a psychic. How you let that woman con you out of $67,000? It's ridiculous. It's crazy, but it's easier to con people than it is to say, I'm a single mom in a hotel and I just need you to donate to me because all I got is $50 and I want to pay for my hotel room today and I'm trying to relocate out of California because it's too fucking expensive now. I can't afford it. I used to be able to afford it, but I can't afford it now, and I'm a little embarrassed and humiliated because I worked so hard and now I'm sitting here raising my son by myself in a hotel. Like, see how much harder that is it's harder to tell you that and ask for help than it is for me to just con you and say, you know what, I got something for your ass. Because the way that you guys respond when we ask for help, that's the reality of asking for donations, okay? People are mean. You guys could be so mean. I just saw Raleigh is giving $60K for closing costs to move in. Okay, when you're talking about closing costs, they're giving you $60,000 closing costs. And Miss Johnson, you're saying in Raleigh, North Carolina, they're giving people $60,000 for closing costs to move in. So that means you have to have your credit score together. You have to have at least a 700, right, to be able to move there. You also have to have a deposit.
No. You gotta have at least a 640, sounds real better. Not no 700, but a 640.
For them to give you the 60K. They're not just going to give you 60K. You got to have money already for them to pay for the closing costs. So even if, let's say, my relocation plan was I'm moving to Raleigh, North Carolina because I know that they're giving 60K closing costs. I need you guys to give me a deposit to move into this home.
Bitch. You dumbass, no good, ain't shit, bitch. And she's sitting over there like she telling us word of gospel. That is the fucking down payment, bitch. Oh my God. Oh boy. But hey, this the financial teacher right here. Boy, she just dropped some gems on us. Oh my God. Whoa, shit. Shit, bitch. She sat there and told her like she dropped a gem on us. Look at her. Oh man. Oh, Sasha Ray, goddamn. All right, let's roll some more.
That's what that would be. And still at the end of the day, it wouldn't work because from me living in my car for a year and me living in a hotel for the past 7 months, my credit score is 615. Yeah.
That bitch said her credit score is 615. Like that's good. Oh shit! Boy, it's a good thing I went to that chat. I'd have had her ass going. Boy. Let me ride this shit right quick again, because she started talking like her shit on point.
Dollars closing costs. And Miss Johnson, you're saying in Raleigh, North Carolina, they're giving people $60,000 for closing costs to move in. So that means you have to have your credit score together. You have to have at least a 700, right, to be able to move there. You also have to have a deposit for them to give you the 60K. They're not just going to give you 60K. You got to have money already for them to pay for the closing costs. So even if, let's say, my relocation plan was I'm moving to Raleigh, North Carolina, because I know that they're giving 60K closing costs. I need you guys to give me a deposit to move into this home. That's what that would be. And still at the end of the day, it wouldn't work because from me living in my car for a year and me living in a hotel for the past 7 months, my credit score is 615. Yeah. Ridiculous, right? and that's higher than it was because when they repossessed my car a week before Christmas, that shit was 402. 402. I never seen my credit score at no 4. I was like, oh hell no, right? But I'm the type of person, I don't have a lot of debt, right? So that's why it's like I don't have a lot of credit cards, a lot of different things that I'm paying for. It was only my car. So on my credit was just my car. And when they repossessed it, it was like, damn, because it was the only thing that I had been paying for as long as I had it. I think I had my car 4 years and I had been paying my car note on time until I moved into it. And it got difficult. It got difficult. A Patreon. Patreon is good if you are a content creator and you have a specific thing that people are extremely interested in. Like, for instance, I see that Jordy C. You know, Jordy C is? Jordy C is Tristan Thompson's first baby mama, and they have a son together. And she always does like this soft life luxury content where she's teaching women how she makes money, how she travels, how she does X, Y, and Z, right? And she'll teach you that, but you got to sign up for her Patreon. That's a smart thing to do when you have something of value to sell to others. And she's been always selling stuff. She owns a boutique and things like that. So she was already selling pieces of stuff. Also, she comes from a wealthy family. It isn't like she's doing everything on her own. Her family is wealthy. All right. She just comes from that. So it's easy for her to sell anything that has to do with wealth because she already comes from that. And it's just easy. So, and she's a celebrity, so it's easy to sell. When you're like a regular person and you don't have this wealth background and you don't have celebrityship and you don't have where all these people know you, it's very difficult for you to sell a product. Now, me, a lot of people know me because I've been on social media for a very long time. I started being basically a content creator when I was 22, and now I'm 45. So between the career that I had, like I've always been in entertainment. So I was a recording artist for a long time. So I know a lot of people and I've traveled a lot. I've been around a lot. But in order for me to have a product to sell to the general masses, when you look at social media right now, let's say you're looking at TikTok, let's say you're looking at Threads, you're looking at Instagram, basically TikTok of it. A lot of that stuff, and if you notice, I don't do a lot of this stuff anymore. A lot of that stuff is like relationship shit, like relationship advice and shit. And you notice I haven't really been giving a lot of relationship advice, even though I'm actually like just starting to get in a healthy one. And let me just say something about this healthy ass relationship. The way this shit feels is amazing because I can now, we're in a stage right now where we're having the uncomfortable. You know how relationships happen in stages, right? And you guys know that I sent him a relocation, Sugar Bear, I'm talking about Sugar Bear. I sent Sugar Bear a relocation proposal because he lives in Georgia, and I sent him a proposal asking for him to invest in me moving across the country.
Okay, now take out your notepads. Take out your notepads. Take out your notepads and listen to all this shit. All right, here we go. Let's roll some more.
And for 2 weeks, he had been avoiding the conversation. So I knew something was wrong, right? But I couldn't get it out of him. So then one day I finally was like, let me tell you something. Listen, either we gonna do this and be intentional about it, or we can do the kind thing and let it go right now. Because what I ain't gonna do is sit here and have this like communication problem with somebody I known for 15 years, and we've only started having a communication problem because the nature of our relationship has changed. Because before, when I was just his friend, it was easy to talk. You know what I mean? Now, since we've shifted a little bit, and it's only been a month since we made like this shift. And I think the feelings shifted long before that. Like earlier in the year, they started shifting in like February. And then now it's shifted into a whole nother like, okay, I think we want to be together, right? So I said to him, if we're going to be together, you cannot avoid like the tough conversations. If it's going to be uncomfortable, let's just do the uncomfortable shit and get it out the way. And so I flat out asked him, why didn't you want to help me relocate from California to Georgia? What was...
Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? Told you take out your notepads. Did you catch it? Did y'all catch it? Trying to see, did y'all catch that? Oh, you ain't catch it? Oh, you probably came in too late, Veronica. So basically, earlier she said she don't know where she want to move to, right? But now she sitting here saying that she talking to Sugar Bear. What we at? 52, 54, 52, 54. Okay. And it basically came out what she's thinking about going back to. Yeah. Exactly, God bless. Let me play it again and catch it.
Relationship has changed. Because before, when I was just his friend, it was easy to talk. You know what I mean? Now, since we've shifted a little bit, and it's only been a month since we made like this shift. And I think the feelings shifted long before that. Like earlier in the year, they started shifting in like February. And then now it's shifted into a whole nother like, okay, I think we want to be together, right? So I said to him, if we're going to be together, you cannot avoid like the tough conversations. If it's going to be uncomfortable, let's just do the uncomfortable shit and get it out the way. And so I flat out asked him, why didn't you want to help me relocate from California to Georgia? What
Boom. There you go. Yep. Yeah, we know that. We know that, but thing of it is, that's why I say you have to listen. You really have to listen. She said, I'm talking about she doesn't know where she wants to go. Oh, if I go to Texas, I don't know nobody down there. But I move back east, I got somebody there. Yeah, all that shit. We know she's gonna move out of California. You know, nah, I don't think it's double dad. I don't think he's gonna put up with our ass. Fuck that shit. Man, she get him man enough here. But she's gonna go back to where she's known. I mean, where what she knows. That's what she's gonna go back to. Because she's not gonna be able to start off in no other city by herself. She's not. That's all she know. God bless. But why move back to Georgia if your mom or daughter is not there? You still have no family to help. Right, but that's what she knows, though. She knows. That's what she knows. That goes to show it's common for a person to run back where they, came from when they do something or they go somewhere else. So, like I said, she moved to any of the other cities. She ain't gonna have nobody to help guide her. I've been telling y'all that for the longest. Like, yo, why y'all think she ain't moved nowhere else? Because she don't know nobody. Somebody says she won't appreciate man. Oh, Linus, I believe the guys is, but Sunspray making it more than what it was. That could be possible. That could be possible. That could be possible. I don't believe she's moving. She's like Dr. Umar without a school. She going back to swing sport is she go back to ATL. She gonna go back to everything. Like I said, she's gonna move back to what she knows. So that's why I said I don't see her go to no other city because it's gonna be hard for her to actually try to, it's hard for her out there, y'all. Peep game. That's the only reason why she stayed out there all that time. Shit, 1 + 2 is 3 because she had help. Yeah, she might not have no help in Georgia, but she's gonna know how to maneuver around there because she's familiar with it. She said her to, oh, I like Jacksonville. Okay, she can't tell us what she like about Jacksonville. Saying about the shit, economy probably ain't all that good in Jacksonville. Who knows? Priest had made it clear that he wants nothing to do with them. She plans on trying to force him. I hope not. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna happen. I think she wants to physically be close to Priest. It might be going through her little fucked up ass mind. It might be, but that ain't gonna work. But you heard her mention it. She didn't stay up on it. She threw all the other cities in there to make it sound good. But she's gonna go back to what she knows. She's going to go back to what she knows. She's been out there 8 years, y'all. This woman, like I said before, she hasn't found a way for nothing on her own. Nothing. All right, let's roll some more.
What's wrong? Because you're not responding. We're not talking about it. Let's talk about it. We finally talk about it. And what he says to me, it doesn't shock me, but at the same time, it's like, oh, okay, right? So his thing, his thing is he only wants to do it if he has additional money. He doesn't want to do it with the base money he has, right?
Sounds right. That shit don't even fucking make no goddamn sense. It doesn't. He supposed to be the CFO, CEO, but he has a fucking shit better have a fucking line of credit. Shit, he can swipe, you know what I'm saying, with no problem and motherfucking get your ass moved. So let's stop with this bullshit.
Because he's fine financially, right? He's a decent dude. He didn't want to do it while he doesn't have extra money to do it. You feel me? Because if
No, we don't feel you. We don't feel you at all with this bullshit, bitch.
if he disrupts the money that he has currently, it will disrupt everything else. It's just,
bitch, you sitting up here telling us this motherfucker who makes 6 figures a fucking year, who you claim that and paid $6,000 towards your motherfucking rent for the months that you wasn't begging online. You mean to tell us $3,000 that he's take out of his bank account, swipe on his credit, wherever the fuck, look up under this pillow, will collapse everything? That's what this bitch is telling us. Right, Linus? Now, bitch, you said $300,000. Oh, I can see that motherfucker making this shit collapse. So that's what he probably makes in a year, from what you say. But the $3,000, nah, sorry, nah, nah. And that's the best motherfucking bullshit you come up with. right. God bless. Oh my God. Well, yeah, I don't think he is this either. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's a possible. Oh, it's the CFO. Oh, that's some extra bullshit. You know. I'm gonna say this: if there was a guy that she smashed, let's get on that. Let's get on that. Welcome to the panel misunderstood. But can you come on the panel misunderstood? Because I want you to weigh in on this as well. Type of one out, and I'll forward you the link. If you can't, it's all good. But I'm gonna go ahead and break it down, because the more and more it gets talked, the more and more brighter this situation comes. Oh, you can't? Okay, I'm finna forward you the link directly. Hold on. Yeah, let me forward her the link directly. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right. Yeah, I just forwarded you the link. Misunderstood. All right. Let me go ahead and play some more till we get misunderstood on the panel.
knock everything the fuck off. And so I was like, I understand. Like, okay. Why was that so hard to tell me? And I think because as a man, he wanted to be able to help me relocate. But it would just knock him off financially. And I told you guys that's the reason why I started asking for donations to begin with anyway, because I felt like the people around me were being like financially drained so much to where it was knocking off their lives. And so I don't want to, and I've said this on my channel plenty of times, I don't want to be a man's financial burden. I don't want him to care for me so much to where now he don't have money to take care of his own self-care. I don't like that. I don't like the idea of that. But on social media, a lot of people were like pressuring him almost. They was coming in my comment section like,
oh, okay. So it's fine when you pressure us and shit. when we ask you questions, you feel some type of way. But he sit here and tell you, you know what I'm saying, oh, he don't want to do it. It's no problem. You say you fine and happy with it, but anytime, you know what I'm saying, we didn't have it to give it to you. Oh, black folks. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all remember that? Oh, she talked down on us like we wasn't shit. Y'all remember that? So that's how I know that this conversation right here is straight bullshit. Let me see, get misunderstood didn't come up yet. Okay. Remember a little bit more. I guess she's trying to misunderstood, trying to get geared up. What's the point of them being together? Right. So she break her celibacy for this man for free, but per preach to him. Right. Exactly. Make it make sense. Oh man. Oh my God. Boy, oh boy, I tell you.
So is he gonna, is Sugar Bear gonna help you out of the situation? Did he at least help you pay for your hotel room? And I tell people all the time, before I started asking for donations in January, Sugar Bear was paying for my room. And remember, I started staying in this hotel specifically around like Halloween sometime, right? The fucking November and December, all him. That means he had already kicked out $6,000 already.
So he kicked out $6,000 already. And you mean to tell us the $3,000, just like I said, that's all you need to move because you got it all mapped out. You got it all mapped out, Science Ray. It's gonna make everything collapse. Come on now.
By the time January even got here, then he was taking care of January. So that's almost $10,000 right there. So I was like, and he was just sending money, like he sent money for the room, and he was sending me breakfast money every morning. Remember, I would post and I would say, this is how it all started with me and Sugar Bear. I was posting, I want a husband to buy me breakfast every morning. This is how it started. He started sending to me to be funny. It just thought it would be cute to send it to me. And so when I wasn't even talking to him.
Now, we always there. We didn't start seeing that breakfast shit till after Thanksgiving. But this bitch is telling us all of November and December, he had that covered. Bitch, we know you lying.
He's just sitting, and I just look at my Cash App, and he done sent me breakfast. That's how this whole thing started with me. So before I started asking for donations, that's how things were going. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Miss Richardson, you do music. Yeah, you don't make money off of music like that. You make money off your performances and your appearances. That's how you make money off of music. But yeah, so anyway, when he said to me he wasn't willing to spend the money at first, and I really had to sit down and like process it, because at first of all, I was like, does it feel like I'm not worth and spending the money? But it was just, I can't afford it right now. Like, it's expensive. Like, because it is. It's not a cheap thing to do. Like, moving across the country is not cheap. But to find the cheapest way to do it, I found the cheapest way to do it, and that's how I got it down to $3,000, and that's still a lot of money. Like to the average person, $3,000 is a lot of money. I'm not talking about according to the VP of finance or the CFO of a company like him, an executive. I'm talking about just a regular person. $3,000 is a lot of money. And for a man who is as a financial executive in a company like he is, to say that it's very responsible. It's very fiscally responsible of him to say this. He was just like, I gotta have extra money to do that. I have money. It's too tight, And he's like this budgeting. He's like forecasting and all types of shit. So is he when he said it, I was like, I get it, I processed it. But at the same time, should I be offended? You know what I mean? Should I be offended? The Autism Mom book could work, but you have to make your audience fall more in love with Justice. Start showing him more, interacting with him, letting us in on his personality. I know, right? So, the reason why I was slowing down on my posting my son, if y'all can remember, the reason why I found out he had autism to begin with is because I was posting him so much initially, and people started making fun of him in my comment section. It was calling him a retard. It was calling him radio and shit like that, and it was affecting me negatively. And as I was continuing to post him, a lot of negative comments was coming in, and so I slowed down on posting him. I was posting him earlier this year, and people sometimes judge everything he does, and I have a problem with that. Like, you could judge me all day long. I'm an adult. I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? I know what to do with my feelings. But when you start judging and criticizing and being ugly towards a special needs kid or a kid that's disabled or has autism or whatever, that shit is the lowest shit. Like, it's some disgusting ass people on social media. And if you don't have respect for people with disabilities, the parents of those people who have disabilities or other people who have disabilities, it affects them and they see that. And that's the shit I don't like. So I'm super sensitive about people who have disabilities and stuff like that, and even mental health issues, because I've seen it in my family. I've seen people who have mental health issues, right? Try to maneuver life. It just burns me on the inside. And when I put my son out there and they're making fun of him or they're doing whatever, it just really, like, I was like, I got to get my emotions together. Also, I got to find a way to, when my son does get a certain age, to where he starts understanding what's happening on social media. I have to explain to him what this is so he won't let it harm him. And I'm worried about that as well. So when you're asking me to expose my son, it's just like, people will come in the comments and say, you're exploiting your son. You're exploiting him having autism for capitalism. You're trying to get money and all this stuff. And it's not even that. It's, my son is a very brilliant kid. Okay, he has autism. That lets you know right there that something's going on up in that noggin. He is so brilliant, but I don't put the camera in his face enough for you guys to pick up the brilliant moments, because a lot of times, number one, he don't like clothes, so he naked a lot. Like, he walking around with his boxers on. He don't like clothes. I'm trying to get him used to the clothing first. I just posted a video of him the other day. You know, he has minimum language. So the other day he started singing like this random song out of nowhere. And he kept singing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And so I recorded him singing it and asking people to tell me what that song was. And you got pee-pee?
Still, I ask him, you got pee-pee.
So yeah, I get what you're saying, Robert, where you're talking about showing me interacting with my son and showing his personality more. And a lot of people say, hey, I want to see more justice. I want to see more justice. But I wanted to make sure that he could tell me when he doesn't want to be filmed. My son loved the camera. Let's put this out there. My son want his face all. He'd be like, he'd be all of it. I'd be like, boo, boo, like, you can back up over the camera. He love it, but at the same time, I don't want people making fun of him. That's all. But I get what you're saying about more people seeing him.
Yeah, but so stuff. I see you, but your device is not connecting. I guess you got to refresh it.
Well, you're saying that your Mike is saying, this is for the people on Facebook. Don't come out here like that. What? Wear your pants. Wear your pants today. All right. Do you not want these pants back on? You can give you some other pants, baby. You just gotta find some. You gotta wash your pants. Can you put a shirt on? Here. You want some bacon? Yeah, mommy put you some bacon.
Okay. Very okay.
All right, let me fast forward this shit, y'all.
Okay.
Hold on. Damn. Shit. Yes, fast forward.
Dun.
Damn, she done fucked just to hear up, man. God damn, sounds right. You couldn't fade. You couldn't Google that. How to fade them up. God damn.
When I post them, and I don't like that. The only reason why I don't like that people say that is because it's not true. I can't be mad about y'all exposing the truth about me because I'm the type of person you can't expose something I haven't already shared. Like I share. You know what I mean? I'm very honest person. People like to make up a lot of lies and shit. Let's see. This is your next book. People are evil on social media. Let me see. What's the internet's number one girl? What's Sasha loses everything. Well, no, this is a funny story, Robert. Shit, girl.
Oh no.
It's hard though. The combination of this and that is like hard. And doing family vlogging in a hotel is hard. It's just difficult. And I'm by myself. It's like, I think I could do more of it if I was in a stable environment. But I'm gonna try it. I mean, I'm gonna try posting him more. Posting him would be hard. Just get him to keep his clothes on because he almost walked out here naked. It was about to be a wrap because he almost came. He almost walked by me nude. I'm talking about no clothes, none. And I was like, "Why are you naked?" Like, and he always like that. Like sometimes he just take off his clothes, and then I'd be like, "If you want to go somewhere, you gotta put your shoes on." And he would literally just be naked with his shoes and think we're about to go out the door. We're not going outside like that. Like, put your clothes. I don't know why he wants to not have on any clothes. He doesn't feel naked. You know how y'all know when you go outside, you feel naked. Like it feels wrong. Like you feel like
to the stage.
It's because we've been used to putting on clothes all this time.
Hold on.
I think he just doesn't feel.
Hold up.
Like he needs to have on clothes.
Damn.
But anyway, so
hold on.
Let
me pause.
Of course, I need.
All right. I know I'm lagging over here. I just added you. Hold on. Try it again. Yeah, it's because I'm lagging. All right. Welcome to the panel Misunderstood. Hit your mic.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, girl, you know.
You can hear me? Okay. Because I had to go to my laptop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to go to my laptop.
Now we're gonna break this sugar bear story down.
Okay.
I'm piecing it together now. I think I got it together now. But go ahead with your theory.
Okay, so hi everybody. Okay, I'll just say this. As a woman, I'll say I do believe that there is a sugar bear. That I do believe. Just because of the different things that she said and the open letters and all these indirect messages to this man. This is what I think. What I think I don't believe the guy is from 15 years ago. I believe that is someone that she met online where she propped herself up to be this woman, because she mentioned earlier in her live stream that she she made close to $200,000. I think that that's what she's been doing with this guy. She propped herself up, made it appear that she was a woman that made money, and it's kind of similar to what she did to Priest. She's, this, that, and the other thing. She has all these businesses, careers, and she's done this, done that, and all this old kind of stuff. When it really comes down to it, this is when after she sleeps with these men, then she's a liability. And I think that's why the guy is pulling back. Because at the end of the day, personally, I wouldn't send a proposal to a man if this is something that I'm personally working on, trying to move forward. I'm leaving from one state to another. Why do I need to send that to a man, especially when you say that you're a business major? What business major doesn't know anything about project management, doesn't know how to put all of that together, what the end goal is, all of those things? You're going to do it step by step as a business major if this is the game that we're playing, right? So I just think that this is a guy, as I said, that she met online. She propped herself up to be self-supporting and all these kind of things. And then once they had sex, now she's a liability. It's the same story, but I do believe that Sugar Bear exists though. But I'm gonna mute.
Okay. Now, I don't think he exists for the most part. Okay, let me say if he don't exist. I mean, let's say if he does exist. It's the theory we came up with, saying it's somebody that's around the area. And the reason why I say that, because now one motherfucker in 8 years flew out to Northern California just to see this bitch. So not one motherfucker gonna fly out to see this bitch. What makes you think not one friend, nobody came out to see this bitch specifically? So that's why I say, I can't imagine it's a dude out of town like she claimed. You want something to say?
So I understand what you're saying, because see, you're looking at the rat, okay, how she appears here in this little picture here. But
Yeah, I'm calculated all the conversation and this, things I
but
know that
she's
won't
not.
happen.
Remember, you're thinking about the rat, okay? So she has a lot of different personalities, and so she's the same person who made a post and was asking people about how much weight does she need to lose. There's a guy that I like, blah 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 blah. I'm saying the point that I'm trying to make is the person who she professed to be, the personality that she seemingly pulled this man in. She was able to pull him in with the softness, the kindness, and all these kind of things. And this is how she was able to meet this guy. I just personally believe that not this dusty person that's on the screen, but it was a whole different personality, the softness. I'm a, as she said, Mrs. Ender. What she say? Interdependent.
Yeah.
I can't even get it out because it's so ridiculous.
I know.
I think that she played the position to get this man. He's a guy who is likely a man of means, but now she's not able to keep him because she's not that person. And I just found it really interesting that when she made the point about how he doesn't have disposable income all of a sudden, he doesn't have to exhaust, and it just didn't make any sense to me, because I'm like, okay, this is the same guy who rented out the aquarium. This man does have money, but he's pulling back because he sees the angle that you're coming from. He sees that you are a liability.
Okay, I'm gonna touch up on some of that. Now, let's say a good quality guy, a good average quality guy, You know, I ain't saying he's 6 figures, but he has money to do something. Can you imagine a guy getting on a plane and going all the way out to Northern California just to link up with this chick? Yes or no?
Not the person that's on the screen right there, not her.
Not
but
her. Okay,
the-
let's.
The
You see
Photoshop pictures, yeah.
Okay, the Photoshop picture. Okay, you see a guy. All right, let's go with that.
Mhm.
Okay, once he lands, he sees what he sees.
Oh, he's got catfish. Yeah, he was
Right,
catfish.
he got catfish.
Mhm.
He start measuring and adding things up from head to toe. And it's like, hold up, you look like you don't even look like you had it going on. This doesn't. It's not even adding up.
Well, that's what she did to Priest. That's what she did to Priest. She made it seem. Did somebody just say AI Saray? I'm done. I'm getting off. I'm getting off.
Hey, I'm sorry.
I swear, I'm done. I'm done. Take her computer, STL.
For real. Because I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I jumped out the plane. Let's say we seen the rat just fixed herself up like we did in those pictures. I'm still gonna say to myself, like, hold up. What I'm seeing in person. Oh my God. Nah.
But STL.
Then you gotta think about that whole day she was posting like crazy on Threads.
Okay, let's take that off the table. Let's take that off the table. Let's
So
just
that was
say
a lot of time.
right. And we talked about this. We hashed this out. You know, she was posting a lot, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we can take that off the table. I just believe that this guy came to town, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm going to meet this woman face to face. It's not going to be a long thing because we're just kind of touching and agreeing. We're just meeting to see who everybody is, right? So I'm going to link up with her for a few moments, and then in rat fashion, they end up in the bathroom, the baby, with the baby nearby and all that kind of stuff.
Right on the wall while she getting banged out.
Right.
Okay.
So we talked about that, but I do believe that I do believe there's a guy. I do believe that, and
let's go with that story.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that was me, I'm blocking my phone number, my Instagram, my motherfucking Facebook. If I got one, I'm blocking everything but I ask. That's it. You mean to tell me that he's still gonna keep going, have a conversation with this?
I think what's happening now is it's falling apart, and she's revealing that it's falling apart. They linked up, they got together. It's really like the same thing, It's like wash, rinse, repeat. She thought that having sex with this man, the first thing she did was pulled him in with the pictures. That part we got. She pulled him in with the pictures. She catfished this guy. He was, coming to town out in Cali. They linked up. We know they did it. But the other part of it is now the other foot has dropped. He went back home. The dust has settled. Sansaray he found out who she really was. And she is a liability. So now this guy doesn't want to be bothered. And this is what she's revealing now. This man does not want to be bothered with her, because who's going to get upset if you're asking them to do a proposal? That just doesn't make any sense. That first of all, that she's asking him to do it. And then the other part of it is that they're beefing over that. It just doesn't make any sense. This man he's now seeing that she's not all the things that she says she was.
Right. Okay. I mean,
I think she has a pretty good mouthpiece to pull a man in, but she doesn't have a good enough
maintain.
brain
Right. Exactly. Maintain. Right. We know that for a fact.
Yeah. So that's all it is. She, like, who else? I think somebody else said it. She knows how to use buzzwords, and that's how she gets by. So she's saying like the latest things, and she was able to have that conversation, probably had her Google nearby, pulling up things that is relatable to have this conversation with this man. And I mean, come on, STL, for the most part, a man is not going to spend hours and hours on the phone talking. So they probably didn't have a whole lot of dialogue, but just enough, just enough. And so now it's all falling apart.
I'd have had a FaceTime after that. I would have.
But the thing is, you have to remember, STL, even with FaceTime, you can filter FaceTime. There's things that you can do.
God damn.
Yeah, there's things that you can do to get around that, because somebody had to hit me to the fact that with that WhatsApp, isn't it called WhatsApp?
Yeah, WhatsApp.
Yeah, you can do filters and things like that. I just believe that there's a guy. I've already established that. I believe that they linked up. I don't think the guy knew what he was getting himself into, because remember, she was wearing the waist trainer. She was doing all those different things.
So right when he get ready to bust it down and all that, she got to take all that shit off.
She got to take all that stuff off. And that's when he found out. And she probably figured that, like maybe he would hang 10 with her just because they did it. But she has to understand that's not Priest. That's not Priest. So, you're talking about a guy with options, because we're talking about a guy. Didn't somebody say in the chat, this is a 6-figure guy? I think that was Shell that said he's a CFO.
I don't think he all that. No.
And then let's just be real. Maybe he was linking up with her, not even with the intention for like a love thing. He just wanted to hit and quit.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if anything, I do believe that if there was man. And I don't mind. I can't see no dude sit here trying to anybody, unless it's a true 3 hots in the crack, 3 hots in the cot nigga. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that's fresh out, or a nigga just ain't got nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? He got the bare minimum job. You know what I'm saying? That's the only 2 type of niggas that's finna shack up with this bitch.
Well, the thing about it is her value. Well, we already know she didn't have much value, but definitely, like here's the thing. And I'm not saying anything about, people that, aren't earning a whole lot of money, because at the end of the day, it's not really about that. It's more about, quality character.
Yeah.
But
about character.
It's no way. And this part I will say, there's no way that you're going to be able to sustain a relationship with a man that is making 6 figures when you dated someone and you didn't require much, because you were willing to double date with someone who made $12 an hour. Mm-hmm. So that's not really going to work. And that's not going to be sustainable, dealing with someone who is making 6 figures. Right. How is she going to work that? How is she going to continue to maintain that?
She can't. Nah, because like I said, it's different caliber. You know what I'm saying? The dude, his background is a little bit, somewhat A1. I ain't saying it is A1, but something about him is A1.
Oh, absolutely. Didn't she say his uppity isn't her uppity? Wait, what? He's got a whole different uppity than her uppity. Her uppity is, the mojo.
Right.
His uppity is, I guess he was at 4 seasons.
The Ritz card, right. 4 seasons of Ritz card.
So the mess is just crazy. I just think that she got her way and was able to at least have a conversation with this man. And, we already see the rest is history, because it's unfolding that it's not working out, because she's saying that they already had a dust up over this whole proposal. You sound needy.
Right.
Why are you giving this to this man? If you're slated to move at the end of the month, why are you tasking him with doing something like that when you know that this man is busy?
Right.
That's the part that she doesn't understand. If you're dealing with someone who is making 6 figures, then you already know that this is a man that's very busy.
Right.
You don't have time for your.
Not only that, Sansaray, you don't even know this damn mama.
You say she doesn't know the mama?
Right.
She don't know the mama. It's a whole lot of stuff that she doesn't know.
Right.
And didn't she say that this man had some things that he had to clean up, like some relationships?
Yeah, I guess so. There's always some with her.
Well, Sansaray, honey, you're not going to move up to the main woman, not this picture, not this image here that we're seeing. No, no. And then it looks like she's gaining her weight again, or was that just a
Yeah,
whole trainer the whole time? It's
probably,
weird.
probably, yeah. She over there eating bacon.
And then can we talk about this hair?
Oh.
I don't understand. I wouldn't even come online looking like that. I mean, come on. This is how she's receiving people begging?
Yeah.
Mm-mm. No,
Yep.
no. Well,
Yep.
anyway, are
She
we
got
talking about
she
this begging that she's doing? Are we talking about that?
yeah, well, yeah. I'm gonna roll some more
Okay.
because she all over the place, you know.
Because I don't understand, like,
She
you know,
gonna yeah, she's gonna go back into it. But
I
she's all over
really
the
want to
place.
touch on that. I really want to touch on this thing that she said about Damo. I'm just really outdone with that part.
Oh, that's gonna come. Yeah, that's gonna come.
Okay, I'm gonna mute.
All right. All right.
Help with the rest of my room. I don't know if I got enough money already for my
Damn. Hold on, y'all. Damn. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta reset this. Reset it. Audio. Channel. Oh yeah, I thought it would be right quick. Try it out. Try it again. All right. Let's try this again. The hell? Hold on, y'all. Man. Why the sound is coming? Come on. Man. What in the hell? Hold on. Because I'm lagging over here, y'all, so you gotta bear with me. Uh, what the hell's wrong with this sound, y'all? Hold on. Yeah. Shit.
I have, yeah, still need um, more money for my room. I still don't have enough just to pay for it today. Um, so I don't know. We'll see if I can get the rest by 10. I don't know.
No, hold up.
Hold on, what are you talking about? Let me see on Facebook. Let me see. Hold up.
Hold the hell up.
Hold on.
Jesse just screamed out over the ice cream truck. What the hell? So hold on. He know more than bacon, nose kissing. You know what I'm saying? He know ice cream truck now. Oh, okay.
STL, what did you say?
You didn't hear Justice? Hold on. He said something about the ice cream truck.
What ice cream truck?
I don't know. I guess it's outside. He said, hold on, let me rewind it back a little bit. Hold on. Hold on. Let me mute myself up. Yeah, that's all the way up.
So I don't know. We'll see if I can get the rest by 10. I might. I don't know.
Back in the ice cream truck.
You heard him?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, my dude heard. He
Let me
heard
see
the ice
on
cream.
Facebook.
Told you.
On
All right, let me fast forward this song. See over her bullshitting.
the size that you've been seeing me currently paint, it was a whole bunch of little ones. It's not the thick canvas. She bought, and it is a paint pad.
Yeah, let me fast forward this shit.
To be rude and mean to me and assume, don't assume. My mother sent this to me to start me off because she knows how much I love painting and she wants me to sell my paintings. My mother is also very adamant about me posting more positive content. So is Sugar Bear. Sugar Bear wants me to quit being so damn negative all of the time. So I'm working on it, all right? But I've been through a lot and sometimes it's very hard to be positive. My mom doesn't have her own place of residency. She used to live here. I used to take care of her when she lived here. But after she got cancer, some of my other siblings also had cancer. She wanted to be closer to her mom who lives on the East Coast. So she decided to go over there to be with her mom on the East Coast. So yeah. She doesn't have her own place of residency. I need to try to get her out of that place because that's not a healthy place for her as well. Like she doesn't have a source of income. She only has a disability check because, my mother's been disabled most of my life. She only has a disability check and I think it's maybe around $2,000 maybe. And the person that she's living with, who is her sister, is taking a large chunk of her disability check. And it's a lot of people that live in that household. It's not like it's one person there. They live in a household where it has to be like it's 4 other adults in there. So, yes, 4 other adults, my mom and her sister. And so I think my mother isn't being treated well, but she's never been treated well by this particular sibling. And I've always wanted my mother to stay away from her. But that's where my grandmother is. My mother loves my grandmother so much. Like they have like this bond. I mean, and my mother just wanted to be around my grandmother because she's old and she wanted to spend, like my grandmother is about to be 90. Like she's really, you know what I mean? So my mother is just trying to spend as much time with her as possible, and I get it. But at the same time, it's like my mother's treated so badly. And my mother wants to leave, but at the same time, she doesn't want to leave my grandmother. I get it. I get it. But I mean, that's another reason why moving to the East Coast made a better idea. Because this is what I was gonna do. And this is part of the plan that I didn't share yet. So because I no longer want my mother to be living how she's living, because it's not a good situation at all. Moving to the East Coast, it will also help her as well, because then I could, provide her with a place of residency as well, but not so much as her living with me. Finding a 55 plus community for her to live in. You know, and my mother's the type of person, like, she doesn't like to be independent. She doesn't like, she's never done anything just by herself. People have always basically taken care of her, and she has what, 8 brothers and sisters, and they've all, like, you know, relied on each other. And that's why it's kind of hard for my mother to give me advice about my own life, because she's never experienced independence the way that I have. So it's hard for us to come together and agree on how things should be done when she's never experienced what it's like. Like, trying to explain to my mother how to live on her own, or even try to encourage her to live on her own, is it's a very hard conversation, because I've been telling my mother to live on her own for at least 12 years now. Like, I've been saying to my mother, you need to, before you get too old to work on something, you need to just try to, even if it's just writing a book, because she liked children's books. And I was like, well, you should write children's books and just do that. Or take on a trade or something like that to help you generate enough income so you can live by yourself. Because even when she was living with me having the financial literacy and the means to be able to help her, her living with me still destroyed my finances, because she wasn't following the rules financially. So that's partially the reason why we lost the house initially in California. We lost it because we worked so hard to get it. And I was telling my mother, I need you to be a little bit better with our finances. And I remember telling her this over and over again, because what I would do is I would work so hard and I would just give her the money. And I needed her to go pay, you know, the mortgage and things like that, and go pay for whatever bills we needed to pay. I would just give her the money, and she wasn't using that money.
Pay the mortgage. Wow. Me pay the rent, Sansaray. Pay on the lease, Sansaray. The mortgage, really. You got anything you want to say about this part of Misunderstood? Okay, I guess you don't.
STL.
Yeah.
No, I don't understand, why is she blaming Miss Kathy for why they lost the house? Sansa Ray wasn't holding her end of the deal. They all had a responsibility to keep, you know, the rent paid in that, you know, on that house, and Sansa Ray wasn't doing her part. Miss Kathy was sick and working. Damo was working. Sansa Ray is the only one that wasn't
half-ass working. Right.
And it's just crazy. Like, she
act like we didn't see it. We didn't see it.
Huh?
She act like we didn't see it.
Right.
She would work the early morning run of Uber and quit by what, 10 o'clock at noon probably. She right back posted.
Right. Just not enough. Like, I just don't understand. And then she's saying that I'm just confused as to where this $200,000 is coming from. Yeah. Income wise. I just don't get that.
Me too. Me
either.
I guess it's just something to say to make it seem like she was really making money like that when she wasn't. Because she think we forget this is the same chick who's complaining about the child support of 200 and what, 68, 48, whatever it is, 264 being late. But you making close to $200,000. Come on now.
Crazy, like 200,000, but yeah, I mean 200,000, you could have paid the car off.
Right.
200,000, you could have had a couple of those rents, you know, a couple of rents in the hole. You know, I mean, ultimately, Sansa Ray, you shouldn't even, like, she's saying 6 months. So they've been in a hotel for 6 months.
Right.
So 6 months, Sansa Ray, you should still be living off of your savings.
Yeah.
Right.
You would think. You have to be gone for 2 years, Sansa Ray. And once
They wouldn't have
again,
went right to the car. They
right. She say a year in the car, but what it was, well, you can say that. It was basically the car and the hotel, the car and the hotel, the car and the hotel. They was trying to bounce it out. When Damo left, that's when it was the car.
now was that car Sansa Ray's car?
Shit, it was somebody. It must have had to be. Yeah.
Because she's saying that I don't understand. I'm still confused with the repo. I'm still confused with that.
That's because once again, Damo left.
Mm-hmm.
Damo left. Remember I told you, I said, Damo and Kathy Lee,
That's it,
everything,
right?
that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And boom, there it is.
And she's been struggling ever since. Like, this mess is crazy.
And she said her, oh, see, we did this happened, and that happened. But you keep forgetting about the townhome, Sansa Ray. You lost that before Damo came back.
Mm-hmm.
You said her, if you notice, she want to shift this. Oh, see, Marcus moved in and he lost his job. What about you? Didn't lose your job. So
right.
what happened?
Right, Bill Bradley.
You don't explain.
She did say that they were living in two homes. We have two households.
Yeah, like I said, she was saying that for a hot minute, but we know that wasn't true.
This mess is crazy. But this is the type of stuff that Sugar Bear, this is what he's learned. He's unraveled this mess too. That, but you don't believe that okay, let's do this. How many people in the chat believe that there's a Sugar Bear? Because I hope I'm not by myself.
No, you got a couple.
Okay.
There's a couple that say it, but I'm still on the small percent, very small percent. Because I don't see nobody flying out to go kick it with her, be with her, for one. Then for two, if he come to see that, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I've been blocking Zooms. I've been pulling up my mama's pants.
Oh God! So it's just me.
No, somebody else. I think
Brandy,
Carlos.
thank you, Brandy.
For the most part, I don't think it's no Sugar Bear.
You don't? Oh my gosh! So I'm crazy like Sansa Ray? Is that what y'all saying? Oh my gosh!
If it is, this dude is not. This dude is not all this six-figure guy type guy. But don't get me wrong, he probably sound like he does got something. He's real, but not in touch with her.
I'll take that.
You can say you're on the island alone.
Thank you, Brandy. Thank you. See, so we have two people. Three. That's myself.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's go ahead and roll some more.
Wait a minute, STL. We're talking about it's her spiritual boyfriend.
Oh man.
For our stuff. And that's what hurts me the most about my mother and this experience with California, because with California, the whole purpose of me coming here was to live a better lifestyle. And it took me 10 months to get me in a new home. And I worked really hard. Like I worked my ass off. I'm talking about I walk miles and shit.
Oh, to the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link. I just had misunderstood come up because we was debating on the Sugar Bear situation because it came to that part. So
I can drop down STL.
Come up. I mean, it didn't come up, but I'm gonna drop it in a minute. I'm gonna try to get through most of this because we got like 20 more minutes left. So about another 10 minutes, I'll be dropping.
Sometimes my feet would bleed. It was hard. Okay, we were struck like this.
It's called work, Sansa Ray. It's called work.
Right now, this is nothing in comparison to when we was in the homeless shelter and when we didn't have anything, like nothing. I worked so hard. And every time I think about how hard I was working and I look back at now, it's like, how don't I have anything to show for it? And the reason why I don't have anything to show for it is because of my mom.
Oh my God. Really, Sansa Ray? Really? God damn. You sorry ass ain't shit bitch. You really are.
you know, and her poor decisions. And when I tell people this story, when I try to explain, like, my mom
Right. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe it was you.
caused a lot of harm. And it's I don't even tell people half of what my mother has done to throw off my life and how I try to like fix it. And I try to be the complete opposite of what my mother was to me, to my children. And I've said this in my live stream before, like my daughter cannot stand my mother. Like my daughter cannot stand my mother. Like have tried, I have tried to get them to just be on the same, or apologize to each other, or don't judge each other the most. And my mother's kind of been like kind of softer, because you know, you get older, you get different. So with her, she's just like, well, I mean, I forgive her and I miss her and such and such and such. And I'm like trying to explain to my daughter, you know, your grandmother miss you, you know, so she's sorry for whatever she done. And my daughter is not hearing it, because my mother would do things and then apologize and then do the shit again and then apologize and then do the shit again and then apologize and then do the shit again and then apologize and then do the shit again and then do the shit again and then do the shit again. And then my daughter was just like, my daughter hate her. I mean, passionately. And part of it is how my mother treated her when she was a kid too, because my mother used to make fun of her all the time. Because my daughter was like a softie. And she get that from, like, I'm a softie too, but her father is like a softie too. He's like really sweet, really nice, really kind person. And so my daughter was like him. And when my daughter would go, she wasn't telling me this until she got older, by the way. When my daughter would go to my mother's house for like, not my mother's house, but where she was living, like my family in DC, they all lived in one house. When my daughter would go visit, they would just make fun of her. We every time I would send my daughter there, we send her there with some money, of course. We send her there with a whole bunch of money. And the day she got there, all the money would be gone. They would just take all the money from her, but never take her anywhere.
Man, get the fuck up out of here, Sancho. Because you know goddamn well, if somebody was taking your baby money, you should have went over there and checked their ass. Your ear is misunderstood.
She's lying,
Right.
because these are the same people who, whenever Damo was trying to go see her grandmother in California, they had a GoFundMe. So
Yeah,
what money is Sansare talking about?
exactly.
She's such a
Yeah,
liar.
that's a lie as well. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't take her. Like, the reason why we gave money was so she could, you know, y'all could do stuff with her. You know what I mean? Me and her dad would just give her bread, you know, so she could have something in case of an emergency, if she needed to buy herself something, or if she needed to, I don't know, go to an amusement park, something like that. They would just take it and never take her anymore. And I didn't find this shit out, like, years they was doing this. I didn't find this shit out. And I remember when I was younger, I used to always be like, well, I would take my daughter to my mother's house for the summer. And I would always beg my mother not to relax my daughter's hair, because my daughter is like kind of mixed race. So she has like this beautiful.
Her daughter is kind of mixed race.
I'm done, ST. I'm done.
Right. Exactly.
Shut the laptop down. It's time to shut the laptop down. Okay. Her daughter is mixed race.
No. Kind of.
Kind of mixed race.
Right.
Really. You're kind of nuts, Sansare. Okay.
Oh man. Oh, you had borged out. Hold on.
Like, really?
Right. What's kind of mixed race?
Kind of mixed race, really? I just can't.
This is the same woman who never takes time out to do her daughter hair. That's why her daughter's always wearing the damn front.
Sansare, do you even know who Damo's dad is?
Right.
Kind of mixed race. Stop it. She plays too much.
Oh man, she wants her kids to be exotic. Okay.
Beautiful head of hair, but if you, once you start relaxing your hair, it damages your scalp like permanently after you've been doing it for a while. So I would have to like beg my mother to not perm her hair, and she would do the shit anyway. They would color it, put braids in it, put just do all this toxic stuff to my daughter's hair. And I kept saying, you don't have to do that just because you don't know how to deal with natural hair. I'd rather her hair be sticking up on her head than you perming it or putting hair color in it and things like that. She's just a kid, you know what I mean? She wasn't even over 10, and they were like relaxing her hair, and that shit was bad. Like my mother doesn't put it like this. When it comes to mothering, womanhood, femininity, things like that, my mother knows nothing about that shit. Nothing. It's not even. It doesn't come to her naturally.
Shit, you don't either. Shit, that's why your daughters walk around, like I said, with a damn fro.
But at the same time, my mother was a daycare provider. She took care of everybody else's kids. Like
Now listen to this, right? Listen to this right here, y'all. Just peep this up.
all the neighborhood kids come to her, come to her. All the parents would come to her, and I think it's because she was cheaper. I don't think it was because she was a good daycare person, but other people's kids.
Yeah, she was cheaper because she was non-licensed, son, right? That's why. Kathy's Carrot Kitchen. Yeah, because she was cheaper. Yeah, because she was non-licensed. Oh man.
He used to love my mother, and I used to be like, well, how come my mother is so good with so many other kids, but was a terrible mom to me? I mean, my mother is even a good mother to my sister, and my sister is what, 28? This is a 28. I'm 45, right? My mother was a better mother to my little sister. She was a phenomenal mother to my sister. Me, Mr. Mark, all together. Like totally like the shit my mother did, boy, because I think it's my
Man, this shit is always the regurgitated same shit when she's begging. This whole life story.
This is just madness. Um, this is embarrassing. I don't even understand why is she. What does it have? What does any of this have to do with her moving?
Not a damn thing.
I'm just confused. I'm just confused. And why does she feel like she says that they don't have to like jump through hoops when they need money, but yet she's always talking down on all of her family members every
Right.
time she does these live streams.
Yeah. Very interesting. Very interesting. Sounds like, oh, I'm the best in the family. Welcome to the panel, Brady.
Hey, y'all. Hey, misunderstood. What's up, sis?
Hey, sis.
I agree with you. I do think there was a sugar booger, but I think that
Sugar.
sugar booger is gone. Okay. I just hate the way she talks about her mother. It's just that really rubs me the wrong way because if it wasn't for Kathy, what would she have done for those 5 years?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't have been in that apartment if it wasn't for Kathy.
Exactly.
She wouldn't have had the car if it wasn't for Kathy.
Exactly.
Kathy was sick and she was still driving, doing Uber or whatever she was doing to help Sansa Ray.
Exactly.
And then she causes division between Damo and Kathy, if it's true, because we know she's a liar. So if they don't get along, then she talks about it like it's okay. Instead of talking to her daughter,
Right.
regardless, that's your grandmother. Where's the
Real.
respect? Where's the
Exactly.
respect at? Come on now. I just hate when she does that. It really pisses me off. And she's gonna say that who was she talking about that says somebody they never lived by themselves, they always needed somebody. That's her. Who is she talking about? Kathy? I, this
Oh
girl,
man.
she is crazy. She really is. Oh, that just rubs me when she does that about her mother. But then she talks about Kathy, but who did she say was doing all of the paperwork when Justice was in school? Who was taking care of calling the
Right.
school? It was
Kathy.
Kathy. Who was sending her money because she needed $45 or $50 or whatever?
Kathy.
Kathy.
Yep.
but you shit on her, but then you need her.
Right. She do everybody like that.
Yeah, Sansa Ray is just she not
Ungrateful.
right.
Right.
Yeah,
Ungrateful.
very ungrateful. And that's why she in that hotel
Right.
talking about Sugar Booger.
She sitting up into,
Mm-hmm.
what kills me is that you come online, police surgeons that we all know, and
Mm-hmm.
sit here, had this long conversation, and down us
Mm-hmm.
when we don't donate what you won't donate it.
Right.
But anybody else that, what I'm saying, that what I'm saying, oh, thanks for that. I'm pretty sure they get, a bad talk about as well when the phone get hung up.
Oh yeah. You
But
know it.
it don't be no whole 2 hours like this. Listen
Mm-mm.
to this life story, and I mean, it's the same regurgitating stuff, Sasha. It's the
Right.
same playbook with you.
It's the
What you
same
want?
thing.
What you want us to feel sorry? Oh, your mama did treat you right, Sasha. Oh, go $10, Sasha.
Nobody had a perfect childhood.
Right,
Okay? Nobody. Because there are no perfect parents and there are no perfect people. Get the fuck over it, okay?
right,
It seemed like Sansa, if Kathy wasn't treating her right whenever she said it, she wasn't. She was treating her right when she had justice.
right.
Okay?
For real.
So shut up, Sansa Ray. She get on
I'm
my nerves.
I'm sorry. If
Mm-hmm.
me, if me and my mother, if we don't have a great relationship, I'm surely not going to be living like pigs in the blanket with my mom. They all in their close proximity. Come on now.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
Friends.
Right. I don't know why she wants to put that out there to the public on social media. It's just you just want to shit on your mom
Yeah.
on social media.
Yeah. Just
But
like she
then
do
next
everybody
breath, you're
else.
all so close.
Right.
That's
You know.
because Kathy made her have that abortion. She still hasn't gotten over that.
Well, at
She
15
had
years old, you know, Kathy, what was she
she
gonna do with a baby at 15? She 45 and can't take care of justice.
That's right.
What was she gonna do at 15? She had the
She
brain of a 3-year-old at 15.
no, she didn't need that baby, but she still hasn't gotten over that. I mean, she has a lot of hostility towards her mom,
Mm-hmm. She does.
and
That's why
she's
I
a life
said
coach. That's a life coach.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said where's the credibility kick in at? You
It
know?
doesn't.
Wow.
It doesn't. Not for her. You know, she's the perfect person.
Well, you let her
Mm-hmm.
tell it.
Yeah. Was she begging on this video?
Yeah, oh yeah. So
Oh,
she's
okay.
telling like AJ, you hear this life story. The
Mm-hmm.
same
She
regurgitated
begging.
study. She begged first, middle part, and then it's the same playbook. All right, let me roll some more.
Okay.
My mother had me young. She had me when she was like 18. So she was like a dumbass, you know what I mean? But when she got
Oh, you see that say Kathy like a dumbass?
Play it back. I didn't hear it. What she say?
She was like a dumbass when she had it when she was 18 years old. Hold on, let me run this back.
Okay.
Yeah, let me run that back.
I'd rather her hair be sticking up on her head than you perming it or um, putting hair color in it and things like that. She's just a kid, you know what I mean? She wasn't even over 10, and they were like relaxing her hair, and that she was bad. Like my mother doesn't put it like this. When it comes to mothering, womanhood, femininity, things like that, my mother knows nothing about that shit. Nothing. It's not even. It doesn't come to her naturally, but at the same time, my mother was a daycare provider. She took care of everybody else's kids. Like all the neighborhood kids come to her, come to her. All the parents would come to her, and I think it's because she was cheaper. I don't think it was because she was a good daycare person. But other people's kids used to love my mother, and I used to be like, well, how come my mother is so good with so many other kids, but was a terrible mom to me? I mean, my mother is even a good mother to my sister, and my sister is what 28. This is a 28. I'm 45, right? My mother was a better mother to my little sister. She was a phenomenal mother to my sister. Me, Mr. Mark, all together. Like totally like the shit my mother did, boy, because I think because my mother had me young. She had me when she was like 18. So she was like a dumbass, you know what I mean? But when she got older, she still shouldn't have had my sister. Like everybody was telling her, don't have me, and she had me anyway. Like her siblings.
Wow.
So she
Wow.
called her mother a dumbass.
Yeah.
So here's the
Wow. So,
deal, Miss fucking life coach. If your mother had you at 18, of course she's going to be a different type of mother when she had your sister. If your sister is 28 and you're 45, because by the time she had her sister, she was older and probably had matured. So I'm sure Kathy was the best mother that she could be at 18 years old. Sansa Ray, you 45, and you a sorry ass mother to Justice. You sit up and feed him bacon all damn day. Shut up. You haven't even trained this boy to use the bathroom, and he's
right.
not nonverbal. So you need to stop that lie because we hear him talking in complete sentences. It might not be clear, but we can make out what he's saying.
Exactly.
So who's the terrible mom? And if she was terrible, then you learned it from her, I guess. I can't believe that she just called her mother dumb.
Yeah. Yeah. No, listen some
Damn.
more. Yeah, listen some more. I caught that. Oh my God, damn, really?
Wow.
Oh, yeah, let's do some more. Hold on.
One of her siblings was trying to adopt me because they was like, there's no way you're gonna be able to take care of your daughter, and she wouldn't let them adopt me. And then when she had my sister, she shouldn't even have my sister because she was in no position to have my sister. She wasn't living alone. She was living in, like, we were living in a 2-bedroom apartment with my grandmother and her daughter, her other daughter, and I'm sleeping on floors and sleeping in places like, you guys don't understand. My mother has never, like, I think from the time I was, I don't know, I turned about 7, my mother never had a stable environment for me. Never. She never had like a place where I just had my own room and my own things because it kept, she was always living with someone else. So she would have to rely on other people to take care of us. And a lot of people didn't want to have anything to do with me because I wasn't their child. I wasn't their responsibility. I was hers, and she wasn't doing what she was supposed to do. Like sometimes my mother was working so much. Not even working so much. She just had a regular 9 to 5. But she also was interested in my sister's father more than she was interested in me. So she would spend her time with him. She would spend her time at work, and just was never around. She was never there. So our relationship was strained for a long time. Like I wasn't talking to her for a long time. And so I made sure that my relationship with my daughter wasn't the same. Like I made sure me and my daughter was like extremely close. And so that's why me and my daughter are not talking right now. It hurts me so much because the reason why me and my daughter aren't talking right now has nothing to do with how bad or good I treated her. It has to do with the fact that the man that she's dating doesn't want her.
Oh, you want to put on a man that she's dating? Wow. You know, yeah, can y'all hear me on the panel? Okay. This the part where Damo misunderstood. She wants to put it on the man that Damo's dating. She's really hot about the guy being in Damo's life. Boy. Because he's making her life better than you can.
To have a relationship with me. And that hurts me. So when I post like I miss my daughter's not around or such, the person she's currently dating, and she's been dating him for a year, he's been a problem since the beginning. It isn't like he just started being a problem.
Well, sounds right. If you miss your daughter, why don't you just call her? What's wrong with that?
She came back around and we were fine for a little while, and he didn't like that she was coming to see me every weekend. So that put a lot of strain on our relationship too. So now we're not talking now. I haven't talked to my daughter in weeks. She ain't talking to her father either. And that's unlike my daughter. You understand?
Maybe she's living life. Maybe she's getting her stuff together. Maybe she's working hard. People do work, sounds right.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're very close knit. We're very close. And the guy she's dating isn't close to his parents like that.
How you know? Oh my God. You're out down playing this dude again? Hold on. Misunderstood where you at. I'll see what you want to do.
Sansa Ray sounds jealous.
Yeah.
She sounds very jealous.
Last time, what did she say about dude? Oh, she's over there
I thought
sleeping
it was
in
like rats and
yeah,
things.
rat infested house and 4-5 other dudes over there. It's like, come on,
Yeah.
Sansa Ray. I don't even believe that.
I'm telling you, but yeah, this is very disturbing.
Boy. All right, let's roll some more.
And so it bothers me that the person she fell in love with or the person she's dating doesn't understand the parent-child dynamic that we have with her. And she's an adult now, so it's like it's up to you what you want to do. And as her mother and her father, basically, we're just like, well, it's your choice. You get to decide what you want. So the fact that she's even choosing it, I'm like upset, right? And I tell my her father all the time, I don't like that she's like this with us. And he says it every time we talk all the time. And we were just talking the other day. He said, you just gotta let her learn on her own. He just says it all the time. Even Sugar Bear says it to me. Like I tell Sugar Bear the story. He knows the story of me and my daughter. He says the same thing my daughter's father says. He's just like, you gotta let her learn on her own. I'm just like, this is hard for me. Like, y'all understand. So the fact that my daughter has chose a man over me.
Ain't that karma?
Okay, right.
Boy, ain't that karma?
Yeah, it is because
Ain't
she
that
left
karma?
Damo to go be with Priest, and she barely
Exactly.
knew Priest. So now
Exactly.
she's upset that Damo has moved on. Damo wanted
Yep.
to get out of that situation that they were in.
Right.
She has a lot of nerve to come online and trash this child over a choice. She made a choice. You put her in a position to make that choice. If Sansa Ray would have kept them stable, because that was her responsibility as a mother to keep them stable. She did not keep them stable. Damo did what she had to do. They were living in a car. And you think that she wasn't going to jump ship out of that car to go and be, she wanted stability.
Right.
I don't personally care for her living with someone, but hey, if that's what she has to do, that's what she has to do. Sansa Ray put her in a position to make that choice.
Right.
We already know that she wouldn't have made that choice otherwise. They were living in a car, and that was probably too much. And not only that, STL, and I'm going to mute, but she already knows that Damo struggles with depression. So why would you place your daughter in a situation that would impact her depression? That's what I don't understand. They didn't have to live like that.
Right. All right. You want to say anything, Brent? Gets pregnant.
Yeah, she she
Okay.
said she's gonna come back.
All
She's
right.
on the call.
All right.
And over helping me with her brother. And it's kind of the reason why I'm in this situation. And even when I tell the story of how I ended up like this and how it has a lot to do with her, people don't understand. They don't get it. It's like I'm not telling the story clearly enough for you guys to understand. But it's hard to be her mom, and it's sad that I'm by myself and she's not here.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how can I explain this part right here. This is kind of like a cry for help right here. It really is. I know she's, using Damo the wrong way, but when you listen to her, this is a cry for help.
SCL, she's weaponizing. That's what
Yeah,
she's
she
doing right
is.
now. She is weaponizing
She's doing it the wrong way.
situation
That's
with
yeah,
Damo, and she's weaponizing with her son's autism. She's weaponizing their homelessness. This
yeah,
is what she's doing, and she's like a mass manipulator
right.
because this is nobody's fault but her own.
Her own.
There's no
Exactly.
way in the
I
world
agree.
a person who claims to have earned so much money would find themselves constantly in homelessness. This is a pattern.
Yeah.
This woman has been homeless for years, and we've seen it. We've seen it on several live streams. This woman has been homeless for years. She was looking for a sponsor. She thought she found that in Priest. It did not work out. And I understand I'm the like probably one of the only other people who believe that there's a Sugar Bear, but I think she saw Sugar Bear as being a sponsor. And that fell through. Sansa Ray does not want to work. And she's
Yeah.
always coming down on women who, quote unquote, have sponsors or are in
Hmm.
they're in marriages or relationships, and they
Right.
have someone that they can do life with. Sansa Ray, this is just not it, honey. You're not going to find no man to take care of you because it's the way that you're going about it. She's not looking for like a commitment. She's looking for somebody to take care of her so she can sit online and play on the
Mhm.
internet. This is crazy.
Yeah. No, I agree with y'all. I agree with y'all. But like I said, she's going about this the wrong way. She's definitely doing that. But once again, yeah, she brought all this on herself. No doubt about it. We see it.
Can you hear me,
Uh,
STL?
yeah, yeah, we hear you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm back. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
No, no, no. I'm just letting you know I
Oh,
was back. I had a phone call. I had to take it.
okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right,
I
let me
don't do
roll.
proposals. Go ahead.
Uh,
I answer the phone.
To help me with her brother. Because I always told her, I need you to help me with your brother. I need you to help me with your brother. Even before he got to this, I always said, I need you to help me with your brother. Because he doesn't have his father. I need somebody to help me. I need you to help me with your brother. He has autism. I need you to help me with your brother. And it's up to her at the end of the day, like, what could you do? What could you do? And I always say to her, like, I asked her last time she was around, I was like, what did I do to you for you to do this? Like, did I do something to you? And she's like, it's not even you. It's not you. And I'm like, I don't believe that. Like, I must have did something to you for you to want to do something like this because I don't understand. So when you're trying to figure out what's wrong, you blame yourself. You know what I mean? The first thing I'm thinking is, what did I do to you? Like, tell me what I did so I can fix it. But she always says, it's not you. It's not nothing you did. And I'm like, I'm telling you, find your mind, like searching your mind, because this doesn't make any sense.
so hold on. That's the part right here. It's like you sit her trying to beat it out of her. Oh, you need to tell me. I know it's something.
She talking about Damo and why Damo didn't want to stay in the funky car
Right,
and be homeless. Okay,
right.
well, wouldn't common sense tell you that? I don't. Why is she
She,
trying to make it seem like it's normal for a 24-year-old to want to live in a car with a
well, she's
funky
trying to make it seem
dog
right.
and a little boy?
She's trying to make it seem like, oh, what did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
She wants to play the victim,
Right.
the forever victim. Don't you think
Or
misunderstood?
Yeah, she's annoying. That's why I said she's a mass manipulator because that's just not going to work anymore. Damo's old enough to make her own decisions, and I mean, quite honestly, Sansa Ray, you dropped the ball too many times when it comes to Dominique anyway,
right,
because you didn't even have
Mm-hmm.
her set up, you didn't even have her prepared to enter this, inner life as an adult, as a young adult woman. She didn't even have this child set up. She should have had her set up in her own apartment.
right,
Let her experience life. If she wasn't going to go to school, get her set up where she's working, help her with a deposit on an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
let her experience and do life. No, what you did was you dropped your daughter for this man that you only knew for less than a month. You ran to go be with this man, right? And then when
Mm-hmm.
that relationship fizzled real quick, 3 to 5 months, you got yourself knocked up, and then you wanted Damo to come back and play cleanup man.
And help her.
Like exactly. And help.
Right.
I would never talk to my mom if my mom did something like that to me. So she has a lot
Right.
of nerve to do this, all of this projecting and
Yeah,
making it seem like Damo should be indebted to her
yeah.
when by all accounts she owes her daughter an
Right.
apology for treating her like that. She's
Right.
she's horrible. And Sansa Ray, let me tell you something. Don't act like we don't know that Damo didn't even finish high school in Georgia. She finished high
Nope.
school in California, which has a lot to do with you running off to be with Greece. And you
Right.
off to be with some man who was still married to his wife. Man, this is just crazy. It's just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Reaping what you sow, period. Now you're online every single day, several times a day, begging. So we
Mm-hmm.
know that this is, listen, what do they say? How you get them,
It's
it's
how you lose them.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
look at her.
Yep.
Look at
And
her.
then
yeah.
she had Damo involved in that relationship, you know?
Gosh,
She
yeah.
had Damo involved with that relationship with Priest. You had your daughter calling this man. That make no sense. That's crazy.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me roll some more.
Okay.
Sense for you to be the way that you are with us. And she don't like her brother. She don't like him. My daughter don't like kids in general. So it's not because of him. I mean, it's not like she just hates autistic kids. No, she just doesn't like kids in general. She's never liked kids. I'm talking about when, even when she was in like high school, she was just like, ugh. She hated the high school kids. She was like, they so dumb. Like she wasn't one of them. I don't have an animosity towards my mother. Please make my dream come true. I want to show you the size of my microphone. No. No. N-O. That is a hard no. I don't have an animosity. I'm not angry with her. I'm not angry at my mother. I'm more like just, you throw your hands up in the air and some shit. Like, you just like, yeah. Can't just be done with this shit. If you haven't already, could you please like donate if you can? Let me see. I need $50 more to pay for our room. All I have is $50. I need wait, 60, 70, 80. Yeah, I need $35. I need $35 more to pay for my room. So you can send me donate, like you can send me to my Cash App.
Told you, it's the end bag right here.
But my mom, I didn't say my mom didn't help me with my son. My mother did help me with my son. That was the only time before that, me and my mother wasn't close. If it wasn't for me getting pregnant with my son, me and my mother never would have started talking again. And I remember when I was pregnant with my son, I was telling my mother, I was like, listen, should I just go ahead and like get an abortion? Because his father was acting like a complete dumbass. I'm talking about like, I really was like, I can't do this because this dude is something's wrong with him. Like something's not right with him in the mind. Like he's totally not somebody I need to be having a kid with. Period. Like I could tell by the way he's acting. At first he wasn't acting like that, and then suddenly it's almost like something clicked in his head, and he just turned into a complete dumbass. Right? And I was like, I cannot date somebody this fucking.
Yeah, I was letting it go on and on. I'm like, God damn, do you realize you're not supposed to be talking about that man? Sounds crazy.
That's right. See, did she forget? I was getting ready to ask you, was this an old video? Because
No,
bitch,
this is
really?
today. This is today.
She can't help it. How long did she hold out? A month?
They need to just come and lock her up.
I hope
I
LT
think
is
jail.
listening.
She needs jail.
Yeah.
She needs jail time.
And then she called him a dumbass.
Your
Okay.
head.
Yeah.
Well, she came out with this. Like, yeah, he just a complete ass dumbass. Like, yeah,
Wow.
let's see his ass. It's on.
Yeah,
Damn.
they need to make that call and get her ass locked up.
For real.
Listen,
Yeah.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have somewhere to stay then, Sansaray.
Right.
Yeah. And then
Three hot
maybe
Santa card.
and then Justice would be able to probably go somewhere where he can get what he needs to get, because he's not gonna get it with her.
Yeah, he ain't gonna get it with her.
Absolutely not. Mm-mm. And she talking about she got close to her
Now,
mother when she had Justice. Didn't she live with Kathy when she was in Atlanta?
yeah. I think they
Okay.
probably fell out. I think they probably fell out about something then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Mm.
they did get back close. Then I was getting ready to say something. Now, I know what I was getting ready to say. Now you notice she always try to put the blame on the chat
Mm-hmm.
about saying something. Oh, see, I don't say nothing about them until y'all come in here.
Right. Nobody said
You
anything
say that
about
thing
him.
about him, right?
Nope. She brought him up.
Yeah, he's shit. Went off on the whim on. Damn.
Wow, I can't believe she was talking about. Yeah. Let her keep on playing. She's a nut.
Whoa.
But she need that $35 though, right?
Right.
Who begs for $35? That's just damn. She don't have no money.
Nope. Nada.
Mm.
That's why she's back on
Wow.
YouTube begging. Hope everybody get her up out of that situation.
Yeah.
Keep on, Sansray.
Go run Sugar Bear's pockets.
Right. Where's Sugar
Yeah.
Booger? Go find Sugar Booger. She done ran Sugar Booger off with that proposal. He was like, this bitch is a nut. Okay. You gonna send some dude a proposal.
Boy.
Oh gosh.
I realized what he was signing up for.
Brandy.
Listen,
because let's just act like STL is not up here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna step away for a hot minute. Go ahead.
Brandy, we already know that this fool Sugar Bear does exist. That man only linked up with Sansaray, got his little lollipop, and he rolled. That's
And
it.
that was all it was. Right. Yeah. But she thought once she, did little thing with him that she would have him hook, line, and sinker.
Because it was 8 years.
Right. Exactly.
So look at what 8 years of celibacy did for her.
Not a damn thing, right? Got her in the same spot she in now, begging.
In the world, you were celibate for 8 years, and you're online begging, and she was begging right after they linked up.
Right. Talking about she didn't want to ask him for any money, but he rented out a whole aquarium for you all to have dinner. But you couldn't ask him for any money. You didn't want to do that. You'd rather ask
Uppity is not
strangers.
my uppity.
Right. Oh, so since he's uppity, she had to do a proposal. Did she think, oh, he'll appreciate this proposal? I've never heard of anybody sending anybody a proposal that you're just meeting and starting to date. Who does that?
She sounds like a maniac sending something like that.
Right.
I don't believe they know each other, because that would have definitely been off-putting for someone that you don't know, saying, here, I need you to do thus and so. Like, you don't even know this dude.
Right.
Stuff like that. That's something that you may give to a girlfriend, somebody that works in like an office setting, and have them hook you up and align everything or whatever.
Right.
And
Exactly.
whatever, it doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Brandy, who ever heard of somebody drafting out a proposal to beg from people online?
To beg for people online. I don't understand
She
it.
sounds crazy with an idea like that.
Mm-hmm. That just shows her mindset. She's really a nut. Something is really wrong with her.
Yeah, we can see it. Look at her. Who comes online looking like that?
I know.
She didn't wash.
She looks horrible. And she's always eating. She's always stuffing something in her mouth.
Yeah, she is always eating. She had a nerve to say that the bacon was for her son, and I thought the baby was still asleep, and she had the bacon in her mouth.
That bacon is for her and Justice.
They
Mm-hmm.
just eat bacon all day long.
All day long. Mm-hmm. But she's what'd she say? Hyperglycemic?
It's
Yeah.
too much. This woman is crazy.
Yeah, she really is. She is.
She
But
needs.
she getting ready to start talking about priests.
I don't understand why this live stream wasn't pulled down. Because she's talking
Right. Maybe they didn't hear it. Maybe they didn't hear her.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe LT wasn't
I didn't even
watching.
catch this part. You know what I'm saying? I'm just now catching, you know, fully all the way. You know, I was skimming through it. That's why I was able to know where the good part was at. But I know it's always the same begging line. You know, beg in the beginning, the middle to remind everybody, and then, you know what I'm saying, begging, you know, it's the same playbook.
Right. Exactly. Now she said that priest wanted her to put the baby up for adoption, but she just said she thought about getting an abortion. It's like, wow. Okay.
No, it was her to talk about the adoption thing. That was her. That was her. We got the video of that as well. Everybody remember that. Because
right.
She got mad. She got mad at the priest saying, "Oh, since you don't want to be with me, I'm gonna go ahead and put the baby up for adoption."
Right.
She was saying any and everything.
But she tried to make him look like he was so wrong.
Right.
You know, but you just sat there and said you were thinking about getting an abortion. So which one is worse? So come on now. She's something else. She gonna, like you say, she gonna have 3 hots in a cot in a minute.
Right.
She don't have to worry about begging for $35.
She know we begging for some soups. Man, she get to go to commissary. She gonna be on everybody. And on her, she ain't gonna want to pay up. Oh, I thought you gave those.
She won't be able to roll like that when she locked up. She better pay up. Right. She gonna get that wig peeled back.
For real. You gonna learn. She gonna learn, boy.
Yeah.
Boy. We get that. We get that. What you call it? What's that? Bug shot. Oh boy. Yeah, you gonna go viral then, Sasha Ray.
Ooh wee. Can you imagine it with that wig tilted to the side?
That's it.
Because she's gonna fake her death.
Fake her death if she won't. Shit, they gonna go with a birth certificate. Want it.
Okay.
Want it.
Yep. Wow.
Oh man. Let me go ahead and roll some more.
Okay.
Right? It's just no way. The way that he's acting, he's not mature enough. He's not an adult. I can't deal with it, right? And so I was asking my mother. I was like, should I just go ahead and have an abortion? I was like, I need somebody to help me with my son. I cannot do this by myself. And she was like, no, just have him. I'll help you. I'll help you. I'm like, I don't know how you gonna be able to help me. Like, she was like, I'll help you. I'll help you. And the way that she helped me still almost affected my son negatively because, like I said before, I would leave to go work and I would come back and my son would be running around like nobody ever paying attention to him all day.
Man, get the fuck up out of her, Sasha Ray. Really? Really?
She hadn't paid attention to him since she got on this live. What is she talking about?
Boy. She's sitting there trying to, blame Kathy. I mean, make Kathy out to be like she wasn't watching. That boy was bathed. He didn't run around looking like Tarzan. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never seen him run around looking like Tarzan when Kathy was around.
He had clothes on.
Exactly.
She won't even make him put clothes on.
Well, the other thing with Justice is he's older now. So when Miss Kathy was watching him, she was able to have a lot more control over him because he was younger. Now that he's older, those behaviors are set in now. He's got some things they got to work through.
Mm-hmm. But
Definitely
that's
Yeah.
her fault, though.
home
I
free.
But
think.
it's because that's her fault.
Yeah.
She didn't kick in.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because he's like jumping up on everything, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And
And
she
she's
left
Told
him.
you over there running around. Hey, you over there running around like you toys.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And she says nothing. She doesn't say anything to him.
Yeah,
Except when he interrupts her when she's
she's
doing her
very
live.
sensitive and very hands off with Justice, but has so much to say about Dominique.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
She treats Justice like, he's the king of the hill. You see that, like, it's just so crazy the way that the difference between how she treats Justice versus Dominique tells me a lot about how she felt about these men. And I'm gonna go on mute.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Let me roll some more.
Okay.
Like he be having on the same diaper that he had on when I left. You know what I mean? Like if I
Why
left
is
at
the
like
cup on the
5
bed?
a.m., by the time I come back at like 2 or 3, he had on like this soggy diaper, like it had been on all day, and it would have poo all over him, and then it would be a mess. Like it would be dishes and shit everywhere, just dirty as fuck. Like you know how it's like when you see my cleaning video.
Socks Ray. I believe you talking about yourself. I
I
didn't
know
see
she's not
that.
talking about a dirty house.
Right? No. We did not see that when Kathy was around. Yeah, y'all noticed that?
Nope, never saw it. And she a damn lie. I know doggone well Justice wasn't
Only
walking
time we
around with
seen
a
it,
soiled diaper all day.
right. The only time we seen it is when they all three was cooped up in that, what you call it. That's the only
Mm-hmm.
time we seen it. But when they had the house, we didn't see that.
Nope. She is such a liar. She just tries to paint Kathy in the worst way. I I don't see how Kathy even deal with her.
You
I
see,
don't
she
think
go.
I'm dealing with her. I really don't. I think that this is what this rant is all about. Like she's going off on all the people who aren't in country.
Right. Exactly. That's what
You
it
know,
is.
that's when she gets
She
triggered. Like she's
right.
triggered. Tamo's not talking to her. Like when she's saying that her mom bought that whole art set for her birthday. I believe
Mm-hmm.
stuff is coming from donations.
Mm.
We've seen her with a couple of outfits. She's spending. That's the problem. She's spending up the money that people are donating for the room on this old bullshit.
Yeah.
You know,
So you don't think Kathy bought that for her? You think
no,
you don't think Kathy is talking to her much?
no.
Okay.
I don't think Miss Kathy is talking about her because the thing is, Sansa Ray's birthday was June. Her
Yeah.
birthday was like June the 1st. Why is she just showing this art thing now?
Right.
She would have showed it on her birthday. Yeah. Right.
I can understand if it was sent and all that. I just don't believe that her mom. I just don't believe Miss Kathy is doing all this stuff that she's saying. I just
Mm-hmm.
I want you to think right. I want you to think right. Excuse me. Basically, piggyback on what you just said was understood. She said the claim that she was painting 8 years ago. We not seen that one goddamn paint video. This bitch did 8 years ago.
No, we didn't. And she not painting now, if that's what she called it. Really.
Herself a painter. It's
Mm-mm.
that you're an artist, not a painter. Like painters, they paint inside of homes.
They do.
I'm a painter.
Yeah.
I was just wondering, was it something where it's just like a trick of the of the cameras? Like, I just don't believe that this is her painting this stuff because at the end of the day, Sansa Ray, the stuff doesn't look half bad. So if this is one of your crafts, why didn't you push this stuff long ago?
For real.
Instead of those idiotic books, why wouldn't you push? If this is your craft, why wouldn't you put your money into this instead of spending all that money on copying Owning Opulence and all the more bullshit books? You could have into being an artist.
Right.
If this is really true to form, what we're looking at.
Yeah, because Whitney Austin, shit, her first year she made like 300,000. Second, third year, I think the third year she made $1 million. Yep.
Sansa Ray probably not painting that stuff. Nah. Nope. I don't believe anything that comes from her.
All right, let's roll some more.
Nope.
Oh, I'm
Yo, you
sorry.
see how dirty as fuck? Because I don't have time to clean up shit because I'm working like a motherfucker. I'm taking care of him. I'm by myself, right? My mother being there, when you guys say I had help, it's like she was physically there, but helping me was, I wouldn't say that was what she was going for in a extended amount of time. I think initially she was. I think when my son was like a newborn, she kind of was, but something terrible happened to my mother while I was pregnant that I'm not going to share because that's her personal business, but some terrible happened to her and she changed significantly because of it. And so she stopped she moved to Maryland for a little while and then she came back and me and her went to try to fix the situation and she just was different. Like she became harder to deal with. She was angry all of the time. She was upset. No matter what living situation we had, she wasn't happy. I mean, we're living in like this beautiful, like 4 or 5 bedroom house, 2-car garage in this beautiful ass neighborhood, had a lake in the middle of it. It was a beautiful place. And it's like she ruined it on purpose or something because she never had it. And that's another reason why my daughter don't like her. My daughter always says my mother sabotages her. She says she doesn't like my mother around because she thinks every time I get successful and every time I have something going for myself, my mother comes around and ruins it.
Oh my God. Your mama come around and ruin it. The internet come around and ruin it. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh. Who was the one that came to the car screaming, "We got the money, we got the house"? That was Kathy, right?
Right.
She sounded excited to me.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Sansa Ray. Oh. Wow. Trash.
And I don't think that was the case. Well, I think that was the case a couple of other times. And I think it wasn't like that initially with her because she helped me at first, but she only helped me for a little. I can't explain what's going on with my mother. Because even when I try to explain to my mom, I don't know.
Where's the iPhone?
My mom and my daughter living like you said, my mom. No, but like you said, my mom living with my aunt is not. My mom still supports me living with my aunt while she lives with my aunt. So my mom will give me the support she can. The issue with my mom is she doesn't have the support to give. You understand what I'm saying? Like she can't help me how she needs to. She doesn't have it. So her living with my aunt doesn't stop her from supporting me. But I see why you would think something like that. With my daughter, she can't support me because her man doesn't want her to. Justice. It needs to be charged, right? It needs to be charged. Okay. Is it okay? Come here. Get your headphones. I mean, as far as the generational curse that you're talking about, I just told you that my mother has a great relationship with her mother.
7.
Ready? Hold on, wait. All right. 3, 6. No.
No, I don't want to go now.
You gotta start over. 3, 6, 5. No.
No, I don't want to go now.
All right. 3. Let's go. 3, 6, 5, 8, 7. Bam. Down. All right. Good job, Ready? Bam. Hold on, wait.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know.
This-
On my laptop, Justice, he acts like Sansaray.
He does.
Yeah.
And did I hear her? Didn't she say her mother can't help her the way she needs to? But you can't help Damo the way you need to. And why does she think that her mother needs to help her like she's supposed to
Told
help
you
her?
when it comes to her,
Wow.
you
It's
supposed to.
and it's heavy.
Yeah,
And
supposed to.
it seems like Kathy has a good relationship with everybody in the family.
Right.
She's very close to her mother. She gets along with the aunt. She gets along with everybody else. She got along with the cousin there in California. The only one that seems to be the outcast is Sansa Ray.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
and that's exactly why Sansaray broke her silence and started talking to her mother because she wanted to get out there to California.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yep.
was her way. That was her way of getting out there to California through her
Yep.
mother. Because otherwise, if she was the decent person, her cousin who currently lives in California would have helped them.
Right.
Yep.
Makes no sense
Mm-hmm.
why they're living the
Like I
way that
said,
they're living, and the
like I
cousin is
said,
still living there.
but like I said,
Right.
like I said, the cousin doesn't know her like that. You know, he heard some
Yeah.
things, but he don't know like that.
He
So
doesn't
he like, hey,
like that, STL. I understand that, but if she was a decent person,
Right.
he
oh
would,
yeah,
he would help her.
Yeah,
yeah,
because he got a chance to get to know her when she was staying there.
And
right.
she was
You
horrible.
see,
So
right, yeah, exactly.
They
yeah.
probably had to sleep with one eye open with her, the rat running around in the house.
Right. Snooping, looking for pictures and shit. Mm. Funking up his house. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's horrible. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's just fell off of that one. Cause we ended up with like 3 or 4 minutes left.
Is there
But
bacon?
it's just huh?
I'm sorry. Is there bacon?
No, all the bacon gone. You understand that? That was at the beginning and the middle. Yeah, all the bacon gone.
Justice has a haircut.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
love cut. His mother did
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Oh, she
homemade.
did that?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, it looks better than it was.
I don't
She
like.
need to do something with that mop on top of her head.
I don't like it. She should have taken him to the
yeah.
barbershop.
I'll get ready. I'll get ready to say that now. Now,
Well, yeah.
hold on. Now, if Sugar Bear was there and everything, you need to tell me. Come on now.
Sugar Booger should have took him to the barbershop.
Exactly.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ain't no way I'm finna go out.
Does exist.
Ain't no way I'm finna go out with a chick and we bring her kids. They hair looking like that. I would feel bad. I
Right.
would.
Yeah. Oh,
Man.
wow. She's sad, pitiful.
Very, very, very.
Mm-hmm.
She spent the haircut money on that bacon.
Oh, you want some
Boy.
bacon? Oh gosh.
Yep.
Wow.
All right. Anybody want to wrap it up? Misunderstood and Brandy.
Yeah, go ahead, misunderstood.
I found Sugar Bear's contact information. I'm getting ready to link up.
Sugar Booger, go ahead and read that proposal
Right.
and
Over
sign
we
it.
got a lot of questions.
Yes.
A lot.
What's good, Sugar Bear?
Oh, Sugar Booger. Oh my gosh. No, I don't have much to say. We've said it all. I enjoyed the live. Yeah. Thanks for having me up.
Everybody.
Yeah. We'll talk. Misunderstood. We'll talk.
All righty, my dear.
All right.
Because Sansaray, we have jobs.
Right. We have things to do.
We got to make money so we can donate.
Oh my gosh. Yep. All
All
right,
right.
everybody in the chat, have a good night.
All right. Appreciate everybody coming up.
All right.
Once again, look out for the stream for next week if we do one next week. We'll see. We'll see. We never know. Never know. Started to do this one
Okay.
off as a lunchtime convo, but I didn't get things done in enough time. But we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Till then, everybody stay up.
All right.